today, with Saturday, was the 1st of August. And as you know, every August is Men History Month. And so today is Men's History Month. And I got a few things that, for those men who really, really, really want to overcome, they want to be free again, free individuals, to think as you like, to do as you like, and never be controlled by the world, by other human beings. And so for those men who are working on themselves, August is a serious time. But not like serious, worry. But August, as every day should be, right? But to try to encourage you, for those men who want to work on themselves, August is the month that I want to encourage you to do something for yourself. Finally, do something for yourself. Work on you. Don't be lazy. Work on you. At least for 1 month. And if you don't like it, go back to being weak and emotional and angry and out of control. You can go back to it. But for those men who really want to overcome whatever issues in your life, this month is set aside for that. And so I have an assignment for the men who want around the world. And believe me, there are a lot of men around the world, young and old, every race. A lot of men don't want to work on themselves. They love being female-like, angry and emotional, judgmental, looking to the woman or somebody, you know. But those men who know that something is wrong and they don't quite know how to overcome it, August is the month to truly work on yourself for 1 month. You already know about doing the silent prayer and forgiving your mama or your daddy and all that. We've been talking about that forever. And so the assignment for the men for the month of August, listen up to the assignment for 1 month only. For those men and women, it's not for everybody, but for those men who want to overcome, truly, truly want to be free of your fears, your doubts, your worries, your loneliness, your bitterness, your jealousy, stress, your competitive nature, and you want to be free, the assignment is for you. So here is the assignment. Do not argue with your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife. It doesn't matter how long you've been married. Do not, for 1 month, do not argue, get angry. Don't argue or try to prove anything to anyone for 1 whole month. Don't get angry. Don't argue for 1 whole month, the month of August. With anybody, your mama, your daddy, don't try to prove anything to anyone. If you do this, if you do it and stay with it, at least for 1 month only, if you seriously do it, I promise you, you won't regret it. You're going to discover something about yourself, about you, that you have forgotten about and didn't even realize what you were doing. But don't argue with anyone, especially your woman, anyone really, for 1 month. Don't try to prove anything to anyone. All your life, people have been making you prove something to them, live up to what they think you should live up to, and you've been suffering. There's no peace in that because you're living up and proving things to the devil. Human beings are the devil. and you're trying to prove and you're angry and carrying on with the devil. So guys, for 1 month, don't get angry at your woman, including your mother, female cousins and nieces and whomever, your wife, anyone, about anything. All right? I want to know how it goes. You got to work on yourself. You got to do something for yourself. Finally, do something for yourself. That's the assignment for 1 month only for the men. There was a shooting over the weekend, I guess. I just heard about it this morning from Fox News. Police identified a 24-year-old Chad Williams as the gunman who committed a deadly mass shooting at an In-N-Out Burger. Did y'all hear about this? I heard nothing about it. And maybe because I didn't watch the news all weekend. The news is boring. Nothing but bad news. I wonder why. So I didn't know about this until this morning. My producer told me about this shooting at In-N-Out Burger over in Twins Falls, Idaho. Not Navajo, Idaho, on Saturday. ABC News 7.
And we begin with that breaking news out of Idaho and the deadly shooting outside a brand new In-N-Out in Twin Falls. Police there releasing new details about the gunman and those who tried to stop him.
Police say the 24-year-old shooter, Chad Williams, killed himself, but they have not released any more information about that person. They have not said where he is from or why he may have started shooting. 3 people are dead tonight, 7 more are hurt, 2 of whom are in critical condition. Investigators say despite online rumors, Williams was the sole gunman in this shooting. They say some witnesses may have been confused in the chaos of gunfire. Investigators say an off-duty state trooper and another citizen exchanged fire with the gunman. Police say their actions likely drove Williams from the scene. Police say Williams' motive is still unclear this evening, but his family is cooperating with the investigation. The son of one of the victims says his father was shot in a nearby parking lot.
I woke up to getting a phone call hearing that my dad was shot. From what I understand, he was charging up the Tesla for, to finish out his shift for the taxi service. I don't know if he's still in critical. All I know is his condition isn't worsening.
That's amazing. You see that guy on the light just shooting at human beings in a burger place. I had not seen this, so I asked my producer, was he shouting Allahu Akbar? He's like, no, as far as he knows, he was not. And they don't know his race yet. Well, they're not telling us, at least. This is mind-blowing to me that is happening in the United States of America. Remember when we did not have this, for the most part? Remember when we were reporting it was happening in Europe? And remember when the Muslims and others were doing this over there? It's here now. The borders were wide open. The people were just allowed to come in. President Trump said, no, we got to shut the border. We have S-hole people coming from S-hole countries, and we don't know who these people are, why they're here. And this is going to get worse. It's down the road now, and it's going to get worse. In America, you can't even go out for a burger. Remember the good old days when you went out to an event, you went out to the Hollywood Bowl, and you sat outside at night and you brought like a lunch thing, dinner thing with you, drinks and everything, and just have fun watching the concerts. It never occurred to you that you may be shot or stabbed or anything. It wasn't even on your mind because it wasn't the norm in America. Isn't that amazing? You never would imagine no one at Burger King, In-N-Out, I'm sure thought, well, I'm going to In-N-Out today, but I may end up getting shot. They went out for a burger. My country is gone. And it's gonna get worse. They got us standing there just shooting, it appears, and according to the story, allegedly. That is mind-blowing to me. And In-N-Out Burger is a Christian burger place. They even have a little Bible saying on the bottom of their drinks. And In-N-Out burgers are amazing. They're good. Though I haven't had one in a long time. What an amazing thing, huh? I want to play that one more time. I really want you to watch this. If this story is true, this guy standing out there just directly shooting at people in a burger place. It doesn't seem like he's at, and maybe he was, I don't know, but it doesn't look like he was after one particular person. It was just shooting people. I want you to see this at In-N-Out from Fox News and ABC 7. This guy just standing there shooting, listening at the bullet, the gun going off, and everything, and people on the run. In America, these are your American citizens. This is not from the UK or some other socialist country over there. You should see, I saw in the Anchor Baby, where all these folks were just crossing over into this particular country. I don't know, Spain. They're just mostly young men. Just think about that. We don't know, they don't know where they're coming from. Not all of them. But I want you to see this one more time. When I saw this on the Anchor Baby, I'm like, what the? But this shooting, according to a report, is happening in the United States of America. And it's gonna get worse. These people, according to a report, is at In-N-Out, enjoying their, if it was Sunday, I think they said it was Sunday, or Saturday, having their little burgers and whatever, laughing and watching their videos and on their cell phones. And I want you to watch this guy shooting, according to a report from ABC 7.
And we begin with that breaking news out of Idaho and the deadly shooting outside a brand new In-N-Out in Twin Falls. Police there releasing new details about the gunman and those who tried to stop him.
Police say the 24-year-old shooter, Chad Williams, killed himself, but they have not released any more information about that person. They have not said where he is from or why he may have started shooting. 3 people are dead tonight, 7 more are hurt, 2 of whom are in critical condition. Investigators say despite online rumors, Williams was the sole gunman in this shooting. They say some witnesses may have been confused in the chaos of gunfire. Investigators say an off-duty state trooper and another citizen exchanged fire with the gunman. Police say their actions likely drove Williams from the scene. Police say Williams' motive is still unclear this evening, but his family is cooperating with the investigation. The son of one of the victims says his father was shot in a nearby parking lot.
I woke up to getting a phone call hearing that my dad was shot. From what I understand, he was charging up the Tesla for, to like finish out his shift for the taxi service. I don't know if he's still in critical. All I know is his condition isn't worsening.
That's amazing. 7 others were injured. 2 of the survivors are currently in critical condition from ABC 7. In the United States of America, a child ain't safe at home no more. In our own home, our own country. So Derek is telling me he have an image now of the alleged shooter from the New York Post. Did she get it yet, Nick? He has an image he just found. We're going to pull it up as soon as Nick receive it. Amazing. Is that a Musa? Is he white or what?
I'm going to try and zoom in here.
Yeah.
But I got to switch something up here. You said Muslim, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, he looked white.
I don't think, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a white guy. That, according to the New York Post, that is the image of the guy who was accused of shooting there at In-N-Out Burgers. What was on his mind? What changed your mind? What?
It looks mixed.
Huh?
I said he looks mixed. Derek said he looks white. I'm like, he looks mixed.
He look white to me.
He looks part Asian. He's vaguely reminiscent of the Supreme Gentleman, the mixed white Asian guy who shot up the girls because he couldn't get girls, or he drove into them or something. But anyway.
I wonder what was on his mind to do that, to just go out and just do that. Evil is real. Did you hear about this female Muslim teacher that don't want to teach her children, they're not her children, the children about 9/11? According to a report from right-wing news network, a Muslim teacher at a public school in Texas says she doesn't want to teach the student about 9/11 because doing so is politically charged. This is right-angle news.
I had to sit and explain to a child just a few months ago about Al-Qaeda and 9/11, and I'm like sitting here thinking to myself, why am I teaching this to a fourth grader? The kid can barely find the legend on a map. This might be politically charged. Maybe this fulfills an agenda for somebody, for some purpose. This is not the time for fourth graders to be learning this kind of material. Middle schoolers, even maybe I could say.
So it's an age.
What is being taught to children is basically prioritizing politically charged content over basics.
Thank you. Anyone else, Chairman? Member Hall?
Yes, the last testifier. Yeah, it's not mentioned for any. You said it was for a political agenda that Al Qaeda is mentioned there. It's mentioned because Al Qaeda killed 3,000 Americans on 9/11, and many of our veterans, including our great chairman here, put their lives on the line fighting Al Qaeda in Afghanistan. So that's a big, significant part of American history, and you need to understand that as a teacher.
Right on. Finally, don't you feel the setup by the Muslims in our country? Their whole plan is to conquer. Can't you it's in the air, it's everywhere. She doesn't want to teach that because she doesn't want you to know about Al-Qaeda. She doesn't want you to know we're being conquered. Now, do you see that these people should not be in our country? And especially in our government, our schools, and they're conquering big Satan, the United States of America, and little Satan in their mind, Israel. Don't you see the setup? They don't want to teach what they're doing. They don't want the American children or anyone to know. They should have fired her right then and tell her to go back to her wherever she came from and be a teacher over there. Isn't that amazing? That's so mind-blowing to me, I don't even know what to say. They kill Americans, and she doesn't want to teach it. Oh, it's just too political. Amazing. You know what else is amazing? There was this guy, according to this report, he was married. This is from the New York Post. He was married, and he and his law partner was in a steaming smooch fest, according to the report. He was caught in a steamy smooch fest with a much younger associate in Central Park, and it cost him tens of millions of dollars after a lucrative job offer was reportedly rescinded. This is from TikTok.
Get a room. Dude, get a room. No, there's kids around. No, sorry, there's kids around. Don't touch me. If you touch me, I have to touch you. Come on, get a room. Y'all was making out and there's kids. No. I don't record. I'm so confused what's happening. Y'all the guys making out, not me.
Amazing. So they say he was smooching with the lady in the office. And as a result, according to the report, he lost tens of millions of dollars because apparently he was getting at another firm, and they took it back. They said, no, we don't want to hire you. When I come back, we have some posts about that. And here are some of the comments from this.
The work attire, the weird location, the age gap, said somebody with 199,500 likes.
Amazing.
On this person. Oh, they're having an affair. 215,000 likes. Man, TikTok is busy. It's TikTok. And somebody said, most obvious affair ever. 17,000 likes.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Nick, should this guy have been his opportunity taken away from him for that?
I'm not. What did he lose?
They said tens of millions of dollars. Apparently, it says that this man, he's this married man, law partner, was caught in a smooch vest with an associate from Central Park. And as a result, he lost tens of millions of dollars from a lucrative job offer. So apparently he had another job offer that they had given him, that he had taken or was offered to him, and he said yes to it sound. But when they showed the TikTok video of him smooching with this woman, they rescinded that opportunity of making tens of millions of dollars. Should they have taken that job away from him?
I'm not sure. I don't know what this kissing thing has to do with his job. But maybe as a hiring person, it's like, why are you getting caught with these things? Too much heat, and you're not really smart. So maybe they don't want it for those reasons.
Derek is telling me from the New York Post, his hiring at Gibson Dunn, another law firm that was taken away from him after the kissing video went viral last week, sources said. So he was going to go work for Gibson Dunn, but when they saw the video of him kissing this woman, they took their offer back from him. Should they have done that?
Same answer.
And what'd you say?
I'm not sure what that has to do with his job.
Yeah.
Is how I initially felt.
What do you say, hey?
Alas, that's the way the world is. Yeah. I say yeah, he should have lost it.
Why?
Because suppose he's in a courtroom or something, presenting like a serious argument. People would just remember that and smear his character, and it'll be used against him. It's bad publicity in the lawyer world for that type of a thing, because that was a law, or that was somebody who was going to hire him.
Do you think if it was the other way around, they caught a woman doing this, his wife doing it instead of him, and she was a lawyer, and she was about to go to Gibson and Dunn, would they have taken her job back?
I don't know. There's a big double standard for men versus women, but I don't know.
I guarantee they would not have. Oh, I doubt that they would have. Maybe, but I doubt it. And this thing that he was doing was between his wife and that woman, it has nothing to do with his work. As long as he could do a good job on his job, it had nothing to do with that at all.
Yeah.
And this is evil because they're always doing men like this. Men are under attack because they're sons of God, and they're attacked in so many ways.
It's true.
They should not have taken this man's job. If his wife wanted to leave him or stay with him, that between the two of them and that other woman. It had nothing to do with the man's job at all. What do you think?
I agree. That's not the way that the law world is a fake world.
Right. All human beings are fake until they return to love.
And you have to participate in that fakeness
No, you don't.
if you want to be a lawyer for Law Gibson.
No, you
Or
don't.
Whoever Gibson.
Well, Gibson, yeah. But I just think, I mean, just they treat men like they're sons of God, and they hate men. And anything they can do to destroy, even other men will try to help destroy other men.
Yep.
And it shouldn't be happening. This man's job had nothing to do with who he was kissing. That's between he and his wife. Amazing, huh?
Yep.
Derek said they could have made him deliver a public statement apologizing, then hired him. He didn't owe anyone an apology
Yeah, I
but his
wouldn't give
wife.
I don't think he
No.
should really give it any attention.
Right. He don't owe that job an apology. What the? Ain't nobody on that job innocent.
The young lady made it worse trying to grab the camera.
Yeah. Amazing. And the guy that was videotaping them should be ashamed of him or herself, too. I don't know who did that.
Yeah.
But it's for the thrill of it.
Indeed.
It's all for the thrill. It is truly and truly a spiritual battle between, within each individual. It is happening not on the outside of you, but on the inside of you. And you think, because you believe the lie, it's happening on the outside of you. Until you really start to pay attention and watch what's happening inside of you. And you truly will see. And it drives some people crazy to find this out too. But you will see that something has made a home in your mind and in your emotions. And it dictates your whole life. It causes you to be miserable. Fake happiness, which is misery. And bad happiness, it's like they piped a voice into your head or something, and you didn't know it was happening. And having surgery, and they put you to sleep for the surgery, and when you wake up, because when you were asleep, they inserted a machine in your mind, and that machine dictates your life. It talks to you. But because you're asleep, you don't know that that's something else that's working inside of your mind. You think that those voices are your own, but they pipe them into your mind when you were sleeping. And now you're awake, eyes are open, but you're still asleep, not knowing that there are these voices inside of you, and they're not your own. And those voices causing you to act and do some crazy things, not only to yourself, but to others. It tells you, or they tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It's like this pipe is inside of this wall of the mind, and it can't get outside of the wall of the mind. And because you don't know until you start to wake up that there's these voices inside the wall of your mind, and they operate through you. And you don't know that these things in you, and they make you treat yourself in a certain way, a bad way, horrible way. They make you sad. They make you revengeful. They make you lonely. They make you identify with everything that's wrong. They make you vicious. They make you gossip. They even make you go out and try to hurt others for the thrill of it. Isn't that amazing? And you think it's you because you won't wake up. And if someone were to investigate the voices inside of you to see what's going on, because at one time you were a nice person when you were a little kid, very little. But they tell you, hey, when you were in surgery, they inserted a machine inside of your head, a pipe, and this machine is feeding you all type of voices. And they're just inside that wall of your mind. Wake up, wake up. See what's going on. And most people are like, no, I don't want to see that. Leave me alone. I want to stay grumpy. I want to stay jealous. I want to be insecure. I want to be angry. Leave me alone. Do not wake me up. What's wrong with you? And they shut the door and go back into the room and stay asleep. But once in a while, one person, maybe two, but one, they hear you knocking at the door, they answer the door, and they like, yeah. And you tell them, you know what? You're asleep. Wake up. Can't you hear those voices in your mind? Don't you feel the fear, the worry, the gossipy, the jealousy, the envy in your mind? Wake up. Wake up. And that one person out of the 1,000, they're like, wait, let me see. And then they realize, I do hear voices. I didn't know that those voices were piped inside of my mind. I thought it was me. Thank you, sir, for waking me up. And they still awake. And they overcome those voices. But that's rare. Most people reject it. And they stay asleep. And they walk through life asleep, thinking that they are awake and hurting themselves and others. And this is happening inside of every human being. I challenge you, prove me wrong. Pay attention to the voices in your head. And just a little attention for those men and women who want to overcome. I realize most of you don't. You love your thrills. The thrills of hurting yourself and others. It's a thrill for you. But for those men and women who want to have a real life, an awakening life instead of a sleep life, that's what Christ said. Christ told you to wake up. He came as the light, as the example, so that you can see and wake up. But most people don't want that. But for those men and women, pay a little attention to those voices in your head and see what they say to you. When you first wake up, they're already talking to you inside the wall of your mind. They're going in circles because they can't, darkness cannot overcome darkness, so they can't break out of the wall of themselves. They need the light. They need someone, that person that's knocking on the door telling you to wake up. The light is saying you are asleep and don't know it. If you pay a little attention to them, give them a little attention, which is the light, paying attention to the darkness, they are not going to like you for that. Just like other human beings who don't want to wake up, they don't like the people who wake up. They're like, what? They turn against you. They try desperately to hurt you. We will not let you get away, they say. And your own family members, people you don't even know. But once you pay a little attention to the voices in your head, that little attention will give you more attention, cause more attention, and no one can stop you. But you got voices in your head, and they made you do crazy things. I heard of I don't have all the details yet, but up in Washington somewhere, there was a major fire either yesterday or the day before. And I didn't hear the whole result this morning, but I heard on the news that they caught a guy that they think started the fire. You know what I mean? People lost their homes and everything. And they say, according to the news, and again, I may be wrong, I may not be saying it exactly, but they say this guy that started this fire also killed his father. What would make a human being kill their own parent? Is it them, or is it the voice in your head? That little voice that dictates what you think and how you react. Have you ever thought about that? Why not work on your life? Do something for yourself. Finally, work on your life. Faith without work is dead. The world is gone crazy because of those voices in the head. I really want to encourage those men and women who want to wake up and don't want to stay asleep. Pay attention, just a little attention. It's weird, it's interesting, to what those voices say to you inside of your head. And notice that your lips are not moving, you're not talking, but you definitely hear your voice. And you're not saying anything. And what they're telling you, for most people, they would never think of that themselves or do that to themselves or to anyone else. If you pay attention, why not wake up? Because it's going to get worse. Those voices are evil, which causes human nature to become evil. Be evil and treat each other with pure evil. This is why if you paid attention to those voices inside your own head, you will stop thinking about what others are thinking and what they're saying, because you know they ain't no good. Human beings are not that special where you need to spend 1 minute thinking about what they're thinking or what they're doing. I know they think they're special, but human beings are not special. What the? You just think you're special. And then the voices make you think that they are special, and they are not. Oh, I lost my parent, my son, my daughter. The neighbor down the street died. And you lie, and you say, when they dead, oh, that neighbor was one of the nicest, kindest, thoughtful, friendly, giving people you ever would have known. You lie because when they were living, you couldn't stand them, and they could not stand you. But you say that when they die, you know you're lying. But it feels good to lie because the voices say they're dead. So lie about them. And you do it all for the thrill. I want to give you some examples, and then I'll take your calls, of what these voices, and these are like outward examples that we see in the news. But look at your own life and see examples inside of you of what you think about others in your mind, in that wall, inside of that wall. The thoughts and the feelings that go through your mind concerning other people. Ain't got nothing to do with you, but you all into it as though it does. Because you're not paying attention to the voices in the mind. You think it's you. That guy, Mamdani, up in New York, bless you, he is someone sneezed in the studio. He is the so-called mayor of New York, a Muslim. And I have no pity for the people in New York because they voted for him. They got what they voted for. And remember how they were saying that they don't like the idea that you have to have a ID to vote. They say you should be able to vote no matter what. Illegal, it doesn't matter. You should be able to vote. And then the number of people who agrees with that, with common sense would say, no, you need an ID to vote so we make sure the elections are fair as possible. It was that way before. Remember when in the good old days, you had to have an ID to vote? Or you showed that ID to prove that it was you. They don't want you to have an ID to vote, but Mamdani up in New York wants you to have an ID to get free food, to go to the market, to get government food. Fox News, Mamdani game plan for government-run grocery stores faced criticism on Monday after a city official told reporters a library card, right?
Wrong.
What?
You had it better the first time.
Library.
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 Whatever. a library card-esque system may be employed to prevent abuse of the 30% discount market, New York Post.
Question about the essential basket of goods. You said they're going to be 30% cheaper than they would be at the grocery store down the street, or even if there's one not down the street, if it's a food desert. How are you going to keep people from taking advantage of that, that deal, basically? And is there going to be a limit on the number of items that someone can take that are discounted at that level from that essential basket?
So our RFP makes very clear that this is a program for New Yorkers to be able to put food on the table, not a program for people to be able to make a quick buck through reselling. I'm going to pass it over to our EDC head, G-Pack, to add some additional details.
Yes, if you look at our RFP for the operator, we are looking to make sure that we target New Yorkers, whether it be a sort of a library card-esque thing, and also we manage who's buying, and that is focused on everyday New Yorkers. So we are mindful of that, and so we're going to make sure that we have all the things in place to ensure that that does not happen.
Oh, see, all of a sudden, ID matters. How come ID matters now, but ID doesn't matter when it's time to vote? All the voices in your head. Socialism is about control. It's about control. You're being controlled in the walls of your mind and outside of the walls of your mind inside of others. You got those two females standing there agreeing with that. Wake up and be free. Wake up and come outside of the walls of your imagination. Every human being has to do that if they want to be free. If they want to be free. Most people don't, I understand it. They want ID to buy government food, but no ID to vote. Which is most important, voting or government free food? See how they lie to you? And then you still vote for them, even when you realize they've lied to you about what they're going to do for you. 50, 80 years go by, you still vote the same people in, getting the same result. Because you said, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican, and I'm going to die that way, you say. And so whatever come by, you go to vote for it. At an event at the White House on Monday, President Trump reacted to Mamdani. This is from Ford.
Mr. President, New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani is requiring an ID to access his government-run grocery stores. What then is your message to Democrats who do not want to pass the Save America Act and ensure, ID at the ballot box?
When was this announced? This was just announced. Yeah. I heard about it. Yeah. Well, I wish they'd have an ID to access the voting booth. You know, they don't want to access the voting booth with any identification. We want voter ID, and we want proof of citizenship. Well, he also had a thing where you had to have two different IDs to shovel snow during the winter, right? So that's a very friendly question. I like her. Who are you with?
One American News, sir.
Very good. All right. Good question. Very good. A good group, too.
Amazing. I like her. What do you think is driving these people? It's the same thing that's driving you. And unfortunately, if I can use that word, it may not be unfortunate because you have the life you want, a miserable life. This is why you don't know what to pray for others. You just ask God to let His will be done because you don't know what they want. People want miserable lives. They want jealous and envy lives. They want the thrill so that they can rejoice in hurting others. People really rejoice when they, God said to warn to the man or the woman that rejoices in someone else's pain, right? It's trouble for you. Satan said, hey, rejoice in the pain of others. And you follow the devil because you're following the piped in thoughts that made a home in you when you were a kid. And you woke up to that when you came out from under the anesthesia of the trauma, men and women, and you've been living in that pipe controlled by that pipe noise in your head, not knowing there's somebody else on the other end controlling you. There are others on the other end telling you what to think, where to look for the answer. Look inside that same wall that created the problem for you. And you keep doing it and tell you what next time it's going to be different. And you believe it. She smacked you upside the head, and you didn't defend yourself because you've been told women have to let a woman beat you to death, and she's been told you can pound on him, and he better not touch you, and you do it, and he allowed it to happen because that's what you've been told, outside of you, inside of others, and then their voices remind you of that, and now you're afraid to function. Tyler is a first-time caller out of Minnesota. Tyler, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse. I've been listening to your show for 8 years, so this is kind of weird calling in the first time.
Amazing. Welcome.
So anyways, a year ago or 2 years ago, my wife and I, we got married, we moved in, we had a kid, we did everything in the right order. Now we've got our kid, and she just went off the rails, and I don't know how to bring her back in. I don't know how to correct her and all that stuff.
How long have you been married?
We've been married for a little less than a year, like 8 months.
And how many children?
We just have one. We have a 7-month-old. We had him right away.
A boy or girl?
Boy.
Alpha male.
Boy first.
And
But I don't know how to correct her. I need her to, cook and clean. If she has days off during the week, I need her to take care of the house because I'm working like 60 hours a week, literally 60 hours a week. I come home and the place is a mess, and she's been home all day.
Does she work?
She does, but she only works like 2 days a week.
But why?
So on her off days,
if you working so many days and now you have a child with her, why is she working at all?
we just need a little bit. We need a little bit more money than what I make.
Why don't you work a second job?
You think that'd be the right move? Is to work, because I work Monday, Friday through Friday. So if I work the weekend, do you think that'd be the right move?
Until you don't need to do it anymore. It's not like you need a little bit more money, but the problem is,
it's just to save for what I have planned for the future. So we were able to save the amount that I want right now with her working. But if she stops working, we wouldn't have as much savings.
And where's the future?
Well, we're in an apartment, so we're able to save a lot right now. But I want to get a property with some acreage and start a little hobby farm. It's a stupid goal, but it's what I want.
Oh, so let me ask. Let's say that, for conversation purposes, that she didn't work. Was she cook and clean then?
No. This is another thing too. Is I don't want her to stay home and not work because she'll just watch TV. She has 2 to 3 days off a week, and she doesn't clean or cook. And when I get on her, I feel like I'm nagging. But if I don't say anything, then I'm just getting angry, and both of those are wrong.
Right. And why did you marry her?
After we had our kids, some things changed. I just didn't see it coming. I mean, she used to help around, but now with the child, I think she's just kind of at her limit, or she needs a kick in the butt. I don't know, but she just...
But she's not at her limit if she's not doing anything. She's not cooking and cleaning. What limit is she at?
I don't know. Maybe I'm being too lenient. She basically just sits with them in the living room all day, and I'll be gone all day. I'm like, couldn't clean the kitchen. Now I got to do it. I got to play wife and husband.
What's your question for me?
How can I correct her? How can I? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Getting angry doesn't work.
Dump her.
Dump her? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You think?
You think it's going to get better?
No.
Why would you want to stay with hell now that you see the real person? Why do you want to stay with that?
I don't give up that easy. I haven't been married for even really.
You can't make a marriage work. It either works on its own or it doesn't work at all. If you try to make it work, I promise you it's never going to work.
I didn't want to go to that extreme. I mean, it's just the housework. I thought, that's not divorce worthy, is it? I don't know.
You with a woman that's not obeying you, according to you.
I mean, if I correct her or something, she'll say, okay, yeah, I know I'm supposed to. She doesn't, like, fight or anything. She's not, like, going to nag, but then she just doesn't change.
And she's never going to change.
No, probably not.
So why would you want to stay with that?
To my son.
I knew you were going to say that. See, you made a
I
baby.
know.
You made a baby with a woman that is nothing but trouble, will not obey you. Now you got a child. Now the devil telling you, you got to be there for the child. Can't you take care of your child without her being there?
Yeah.
Why don't you do that then?
I don't know. Do you think that's the right choice?
What's the right choice?
It just didn't seem right to me to go right to divorce.
Why not?
You know, I don't know.
Tell me why not.
It seemed like it seemed extreme. I thought maybe there was something I'm not doing, or if I don't know, just maybe I'm not going about it in the right way. I just need to correct her the right way or something. Because what I want is for our family. I'm not trying to correct her just so I don't have to do chores or nothing. So I'm trying to do it the right way, but it's just not getting through.
But you can't, because you want it, you're never going to have it. You shouldn't be wanting for anything because you will always end up with the wrong thing.
Okay.
Here's what
I guess that answers my question. That's crazy. It wasn't even like a thought in my mind to just.
Why not?
It just didn't occur to me. I thought, okay, people go through stuff or whatever, just get a rhythm going, but just how to get it going. Just straight up dump her and just go move on. I don't know. That's a lot.
Is it natural or unnatural to have a wife, according to you, that is refusing to do anything around the house? Is that natural or unnatural?
No, that doesn't seem natural.
Is she doing what she want to do or not?
She does what she wants.
Is she obeying you at all?
No.
So what's the purpose of having a wife then?
I guess there isn't one. I don't know. Yeah, not really a reason.
No,
I don't hate her or anything. It's not like I don't like her, but she just needs to, get her butt in gear and do some chores around the house. And didn't think it was a big deal to get divorced over, but I just was wondering about that.
Is it going to get better?
Nah, I don't think so.
And so why would you prolong something that's going to end anyway? Or you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life and your child's going to be miserable. Why do you want to prolong that?
To avoid having to deal with starting over or whatever.
Starting over what?
Well, divorce, you got to get a new place to live, all kinds of stuff.
But there's no such thing as starting over.
Well, I guess, taking a path that's a lot of new stuff. Crazy divorce.
Would you rather get on the right path or you want to stay on this path that leads to destruction?
Well, I don't want to go to destruction. I don't think anybody does.
Right, but that's the path you're on right now.
Can I try hitting her first? No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't hit her.
I'm kidding her.
That's the last thing you should do.
No. Okay, yeah. I'll take, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do that, but you might be right.
You're going to do what?
I don't think I'm going to get a divorce.
Why not?
At least not now. Maybe if a year drags on like this, but.
How long you been married now?
Got married in December last year.
So almost a year now, almost.
Yeah.
So you think that?
It seems like a weak shot to just only do less than a year and then give up.
Why?
I don't know. Just feels like quitting early.
When you say give up, what do you mean by that?
Just get a divorce over,
give up
housework.
Give up what?
On the marriage, over some housework.
If the marriage is not already working naturally, what makes you think that it's going to work?
Well, I don't think it would ever work perfectly.
Then why be in a marriage that's not going to work perfectly?
Well, any marriage I don't think would work perfectly.
Because they're not from God.
Something. No?
They're from Satan.
So some marriages do work perfectly?
No.
With no... Okay. So it just seemed like an issue, but it didn't seem like divorce-worthy. It's just housework. I just get tired of doing it on my weekends off.
What would happen if you didn't do it?
Oh, my God. We would be living in a pig pen.
Well,
We'd have dishes on the floor.
Well, don't do it and see what happens.
Okay. Just let it all go?
Yeah. See how
See how bad the
trifling.
house gets?
See how
I
trifling.
think I know what it would look like because I could just go to her parents' house and see what that looks like.
Her parents' house is a dump.
Her parents' house is a dump.
So why?
Literal dump.
But why do you marry someone that's in a dump? She doesn't know how to do anything but that, be a dumpy. Why do you marry someone you already knew that lives in a dump?
Okay, this was my bad.
Well,
I
how
don't
was
know.
she
I
going to
thought
be
maybe-
different
I
than her
thought-
mother?
I foolishly thought, I guess, that maybe she wasn't going to be that way.
All
Or I-
thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. If she's raised in a dump, lived in that dump, was adult in that dump, why did you think she was going to be different if you married her?
Okay, you just guided me to realize something. So her mom used to say, "Well, it's her mom's husband, her mom's husband." She would say, "Oh, he doesn't clean anything, so I just gave up."
See?
That was a lie.
And she's just like her mama.
That was a lie. It wasn't the husband.
Right. It never is.
Because now I'm seeing this, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe it wasn't her dad after all. It was her mom making all the messes.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Why did you marry her?
She just had all the qualities I was looking for besides this, I guess.
What
like she
quality?
doesn't nag or anything like that. She's more quiet. She seemed like she'd be a good mom. I don't have the best judgment apparently, but no, she's a good mom to our son though.
No, she's not.
What?
If she was a good
No?
mother to the children, she'd be cleaning the house, buddy.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Did you marry her because she was pregnant?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But she also handles the truth really well. You can tell her pretty much anything, and she'll accept it. She won't like lash out and
If
find
she
something
handled
about
the truth,
you.
she would be obeying you and clean your house.
That's the thing. She does accept it. If I tell her, "Hey, you were here all day. Couldn't you have done the dishes so I don't have to?"
But is she retarded?
You know, she'll say, I know, I should have done them," and then she'll go, sit
Hold
down.
on, Tyler.
Or she'll start working
Tyler,
on
hold
it
on.
then.
Can you hold?
Yep, I can hold.
Hold on. Let me go back to Tyler out of Minnesota, first time caller. So, Tyler.
Hello.
So, you have a wife that won't clean or do anything around the house. You have a child with her. When you tell her to clean, does she get up and do it?
If I'm watching, yeah. It's almost like she needs to be supervised because she'll just do it. And she does it well. I mean, she doesn't do it lazily or anything like that. But if I'm not supervising, it's like when she's by herself. You know how kids, if you stop watching them, they start causing problems? That's almost kind of how it is. If someone's not watching her, she won't do anything. So I don't know. Some people maybe just need to be told what to do, and others are better at telling people what to do.
So, do you want to live a life with a woman that you got to tell her what to do to clean up all the time?
I mean, not really, but also there's not that many women out there that are like 1950s typical, housewife type stuff. So
But she's not
it's
a
like there's
typical
anything else out
housewife.
there. No, they almost don't exist in my generation.
But she's not a typical housewife either, according to you.
Right.
So what do you mean?
I'm just saying I'm not going to go find a different girl who's going to be any different.
You shouldn't be
If I go
looking
get with
for that,
another girl.
Tyler. You should look for God.
Yeah.
Only seek God. Don't seek anything else or anyone else. That's why you end up what you have now, because you were looking for that.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I don't want to take up too much time because I want other callers to be able to call in.
Why you want that?
Because then they get their turn. I don't want to take up a whole bunch of time.
But Tyler, I don't quite. But if you don't change things, you can't blame her for being the way she is, because you allowing that to happen. So it's all your fault because you allowing it. You're staying with her knowing she's trifling. You marry her knowing she come from a messed up home already. It's your fault, not hers.
I don't want to disagree with you or anything, but I did call in asking what I can do. So I wasn't blaming her.
Only
I just
thing,
need to
right?
know what I
That's
can
right.
do different.
Only thing you can do is work on you. Have you forgiven your mother?
Yeah, 6 years ago, I forgave my mom and my dad after listening to your show.
Oh, okay. Are you doing the
I
silent?
got less close. I got less close with my mom over the last 6 years and more close with my dad.
Right on.
But it happened slowly.
Right
It's
on.
not like an instant thing. For the listeners, it's not like an instant thing, but it's just kind of like a seed. So,
And
anyways, my dad and I are much closer now.
Are you doing the silent prayer all the time?
Yep.
What did your father tell you to do about this woman?
My dad likes her. I mean, she has a great personality. She's fun to be around. She's a good mom. She has a lot of traditional qualities. She just doesn't clean.
But
That's
so-
literally the only thing.
So what did your father say about her not cleaning?
I hide it. I clean the whole place anytime he comes over. I always
But
clean the
why
whole
don't
place
you
up.
not do that, Tyler, and see what happens?
Well, I did that once when my mom came over, and she was very critical of my wife. She was like, "You need to get that woman doing some stuff."
Your mother
That's
was
what she
right
said.
about that.
I know. She's like, "You need to get her in line. She's not helping or anything." And I was like, "No, not really."
You're weak, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Why don't
But I
you
don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to do because she
Do
just
nothing.
listens when I tell her. Don't do anything. Okay.
leave it like it is and see what happens? And if she's like her mother, it's going to become a pig pen.
Okay.
Why don't you do nothing and see what happens?
All right. I'll do nothing for. I think I could handle it for maybe a week. So I'll do nothing for a week and see what happens.
And don't bitch about it. Don't tell her to clean or not to clean. But don't
I
resent
try not to because I feel naggy when I do that. I don't want to be naggy.
Don't resent her, though. But do nothing and see what happens.
Okay. Well,
And
another thing about having a clean house is it affects my ego because I'm like, if people saw the way we live, they would judge me, and then my ego gets all mad, and then I get mad, and then we fight, and it just becomes a nightmare.
Who fight?
So it's like my wife and I will argue because I get mad, and obviously I shouldn't get mad, right? You know, you say anger is all about defending the ego, but it does. It affects me if people come and see that I'm, living in a pig pen. They're going to think it's me.
But
I don't know.
You just tell them you have a trifling wife that won't clean.
Okay.
Why can't
I'll
you
say
tell
that.
them that?
It's just putting my business out there. It's making a fight
They already
public.
see your business. Your house is dirty.
It's making an ongoing argument with my wife public to friends and family, which I try not to do. It's
Don't
not
argue with her at all. Just say, hey, my wife won't clean. But don't argue about it. Don't fight about it or anything. And when your father coming over, don't clean up so he can see it.
Oh, I'm gonna feel horrible if I do that. They're
Why?
gonna be looking down on me so far because they're gonna think I'm,
Tyler.
I feel like the world thinks the guy is the messy one and the girl is the clean. That's how the world thinks.
Tyler.
But- So they're gonna think it's me.
Tyler,
Yeah.
why you think about what others think about you? Why do you do that?
'Cause I'm 29. I haven't learned yet.
Why don't you stop right now? Never, ever, ever give one thought about what other people are thinking of you, because whatever they're thinking of you, that's on them. And if they're thinking in a negative way about you, they're evil, and you should be glad to see that because you see what you're dealing with. Human beings are evil when they do that. You should be glad to see that so you see your enemies.
Then everyone would be enemies and I'd have no friends.
You don't have any anyway.
I guess. Okay, that's a quick response. Okay. Well, I'll let some other callers call in, but
Okay,
I
what?
appreciate you being honest and everything and giving me your opinion, and I'll just yeah.
So here's what I recommend, but do what you want. For now, don't be telling her what to do at all since she's not doing it, right?
Yeah.
Don't clean up. You just work on yourself. Don't be angry. And don't clean up and see what happens.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
And then
See what happens.
don't be worried about where if your father comes over, your mother come over, or wherever, they're going to see the house. They're going to see what a trifling wife you have. And if she doesn't care about that, then you will see the next step to take and the next step and the next step. But as long as you're doing this cleaning, you got this wife sitting there doing nothing, you're going to be frustrated. And it's only going to get worse for you.
So do you think if the mess builds up enough that I'll finally just say, get out of my house?
Once you have a way to see it, let it happen so you can see.
Okay. I'll do that. I appreciate you taking my call, Jesse, and I love the show.
Because
Thank
your
you for
wife
everything you do.
love it when you're upset about it, when you're telling her what to do and you're mad that she's not doing it. She's getting a thrill from that, and that makes her want to do it even less because she's getting a thrill from frustrating you.
Why does she get a thrill from frustrating me?
The same way you get a thrill for being angry.
Oh, that kind of thrill?
Yeah.
That feeling alive or whatever?
Yeah, it makes her feel alive.
And so if I just don't care and just let it build up and we end up having to DoorDash every night because the kitchen's full of dishes, just keep letting it happen?
Just have a wait and see one day at a time, and you'll see what to do.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, don't plan what to do. You have to see your way out of the situation. You can't think your way out of it. You can't plan your way out of it. You want to see your way out. That way you don't end up in a situation like this ever again.
Okay.
So stay away from anger. Let the house be dirty. You go and pay the bills and do whatever you're doing and see what happens.
All right, I'll give it a try.
But you got to stop thinking about what others are thinking about your house or you or anything. That's so evil for you to do that.
That's hard to do, but I get it's all ego.
What's hard to do?
To not care what other people think.
I didn't say not care. I said don't think about it. If you didn't think about it, you would not care about it.
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why that's so hard to do.
Because you think thoughts are true.
Yeah, sometimes.
You still believe thoughts.
Not a single thought?
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't doubt you, but it's just a perspective nobody else seems to put out there.
Are you going to live your life for you or others?
Aren't you supposed to both?
No.
Kind of makes sense for both.
Why?
No?
Why? How can you live for someone else?
Well, you can't live for someone else, but wouldn't you take them into consideration in the things you do?
Why?
I don't know. It's just communal.
What?
Well, I mean, you live around other people. You should think about them, right?
Why?
I guess not. I guess it's better to just live for you.
No, why do you say what you're saying?
To take others into consideration?
Right.
I guess, I don't know. Maybe they should worry about themselves.
But why do you think you need to take others into consideration? Why? Think about others. Why do you think that? Tell me why.
I don't know. It's been impressed into me since I was probably a little kid. To always think about others, blah, blah, blah.
And so when will you overcome all those lies? It's only making your life difficult.
So that's 100% a lie. You should never worry about another person?
Never.
Never.
Ever.
That's so different from what's taught to us when we're kids.
And that's why everyone have a difficult life, because they've been taught lies about life.
And even as you get older, it's you see a lot of people are you got to worry about others and try not to offend others, and stuff like that.
As long as you live that way, Tyler, you're going to have the same life that those people that taught you that, because the people that taught you that are miserable.
That's true. A lot of them are.
So then why don't you drop those ideas then?
Should you worry about, and this isn't like a gotcha thing, but shouldn't you be considerate of your kid?
That's the only person you need to be considerate about, your child.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he's too young to take care of himself, and he needs the father, and when he become an adult, he'll take care of himself. He won't need you anymore.
Okay. That makes sense. But, okay, I'll try it for a week or two. We'll say 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I'll follow your plan, your advice. You think I should go longer than that? I won't be able to open the door. Won't be able to open the door to the house if I wait more than 2 weeks.
Have a wait and see. She's not doing it because she know you'll do it.
Yeah, that could be it too.
And she know you're gonna be bitching about doing it, so she get a thrill from all that.
Yeah, sometimes she gets on me if I don't do it, which is funny. But anyways, that's
what?
A different thing. I know.
And do you give her the finger?
You know what? The last time I remember it happening, I probably took the female route. I pointed a bunch of things that she didn't do, and we just ended up arguing. That was a bad thing to do.
Two women together. You just
I know. I should have just given her the finger. You're right.
You're just like your mama.
Oh, come on. Not all the time, at least. Sometimes. Maybe sometimes.
You have a lesbian relationship.
Oh, Okay.
Because you get mad and she get mad. Two women fighting. But
Yeah.
do you know about the assignment for this week? I mean, this month.
The assignment? No, I don't.
For one whole month, because it's Man History Month, right? The one whole month, don't get angry or argue with anyone about anything.
For one whole month. Okay.
Yeah, don't try to prove anything to anyone. Don't get angry at anyone for any reason, and don't try to prove anything for one whole month.
All right. I'll give that a try. What was the biblical question again?
Which changed your life? The words of God or the laws of God?
I'd probably say the words.
And why the words?
It simplified things that looked complex before I read them.
And how did the words of God change your life?
I don't know. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they haven't. I don't know.
Have they or haven't they?
I'd say no.
So the words of God didn't change your life?
No. They make me feel good for a bit, though.
Feeling good is not a change, buddy.
I know. I'm just saying. They give the illusion for about 10 minutes, and then it's right back to it.
And so your answer to the biblical question, which changed your life, the words of God or the laws of God, you say?
I guess the laws. I gotta go with the other option.
And how did the laws change your life?
Because they're enforced.
What do you mean?
I don't know, Jesse. I don't know the answer to that. Is there a third option?
Yeah, stay with the silent prayer. Stay away from anger. And don't try to prove anything to anyone, and you will know the answer.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jesse. I hope you have a nice day.
You too, buddy. Let me know how it goes.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, bye. Let me go to New Jersey. First time caller, Joseph, out of New Jersey. Joseph, you are on the air.
Hello, Jesse. It's nice to speak to you.
Thank you, Joseph. Amazing.
So I have a girlfriend, right? I'm 19 and she is 18. And she actually lives in Austria. And, at first in our relationship, we were having sex, sleeping in the same bed, all of these things, which, I've been watching your videos and you have been saying is, something that we should abstain from doing. And, she's going to be coming to my house in about a month and staying for 3 months. We're not going to be sleeping in the same bed and all of this. But, at our age and, I was just kind of curious what your recommendation is for going at the relationship and, the living situation and just, I'm a little bit confused on how I should go at it.
And when you say go at it, what do you mean?
Like, I have, the desire of, maybe having a wife someday and all of these things. And I want to make the right decisions and do it the right way so that, I'm not living in hell with her. And, I want her to respect me for making the right decisions. And, I just, I don't know, like, what is the best way at going at, like, continuing the relationship to, I don't know.
You are 19 and she's 18?
Yes.
Why is she coming to your house and staying for months?
Well, because it's, for visiting each other, it's like, it's an expensive flight and, it's much more convenient to just, pay the price, stay for a longer duration rather than, flying out every couple of weeks to see each other.
Why can't you FaceTime with her?
Well, we do FaceTime, but I guess there's still that, longing of being together in the same place with one another.
And why do you long for that?
I guess it would be something inside of me that is still seeking that maybe comfortability with somebody.
And why don't you overcome that rather than feeding into it and destroying yourself? Why not overcome it?
I agree with so then what would you be recommending? Would you be recommending not seeing her at all?
If you want to see her, that's fine, but don't let her be staying at your place or you stay at her place. You guys are too young for that. And she's already lost respect for you because you've already done all the things that disappoint women because they already have control of you when you're having sex with them. She can come to your place, you're going there, and you're too young for that. So she already lost respect for you, and it's not going to return.
Okay. So you're saying cutting off seeing one another.
I mean, if you can see one another without living together and doing all that stuff, it'll be fine. But if she gotta come to your place or you go to her place at 19 and she's 18, you're creating hell for yourself already.
Yeah, I at my point, I don't know another like alternative to like really even seeing one another.
If you gotta go there, why don't you stay at a hotel or something?
I guess it's just the convenience of money and all of those things, which I understand is its own problem as well.
I'm sorry?
I said it would just be the convenience of money and yes.
Why would you go there if you can't afford to stay at a hotel?
I guess it would be to just fulfill that inner desire of being with someone, which I see is problematic.
Right. Does she live with her parents?
She lives with her mom.
And so you go there to her house and you stay there with her mother?
Yes.
And her mother allow you to sleep in the same room with her?
Yes.
What the? Do you feel embarrassed sleeping in the same room with an 18-year-old and her mother there too? Do you feel embarrassed by that?
Well, the more that I'm learning about the message that you're even speaking to, it is starting to feel a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. Have you heard me say that? Oh, let me ask. You said you want to get married?
I have that interest, and she actually seems to fit the model of somebody who would be more traditional. She's not as ambitious for, doing her own thing, owning a business or anything. So she kind of fits the model in which I feel you kind of talk about. And so yes, there is that desire, but I also want to make sure I do it the right way so that I don't end up in hell with her either. If that does.
Yeah, she's only 18. She's pretending. And if she's pretending. If she was the wife for you, and there's no way that she will allow you to come and stay at their house and her mother's there, and her mother would not allow either. She's not the model that you're looking for. It's all a pretense. It's a showcase personality. It's not real. And you find out if it's real by not doing those things. If you gotta go see her, stay at a hotel. If she gotta come here, let her stay at a hotel. If you can't afford to do it, don't go.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. It's just, I guess it's just that, getting over that, feeling on the inside of still want to go and do it, but,
Right. It's that want that's driving you right into hell. You're not supposed to want for anything. It's wanting that makes you make all the wrong decisions rather than not wanting and allow life to happen for you. If God wanted you to have a wife, He will put one in your life. You don't have to go to Europe to find one.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And you're just 19 years old.
Yeah, I'm 19. I turned 20 in a month, but yeah.
Why don't you... Oh, let me ask, why do you want to get married?
I guess it's just, it's something that I've, seen through my life. It seems like something that, that interest, I guess, of having somebody who can be a partner in life and can kind of I guess, do some of those tasks in which I'm not as interested in. And I guess having that, I don't know, relationship and having a woman around, I guess, sounds appealing.
Have you ever seen a marriage that works?
I have not seen a successful relationship for myself, no.
So why would you want to go into that same hell?
I guess it just feels comfortable.
It just feels good. What?
Yeah.
Why don't you overcome your mother? Why don't you work? You're just 19, and there's nothing wrong with dating at 19. It's just don't be spending your money, a lot of money on her, and don't be sleeping with her.
Definitely.
I'm sorry?
No, I definitely, I agree with you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
don't be sleeping with her. Date without all that, and then in about 2 or 3 years from now, you'll find out if this is the one you really want, that you should be with. But why don't you overcome your mother so you can overcome the wants?
I guess I haven't truly been able to face her and forgive her. I still have anger because, of the message which you speak really resonates with my life. My parents, they argued a lot, and they're actually just starting to get a divorce now and separate over, and I realized I was turned away from my father, and I'm actually hearing your message through him. And yeah, I guess I just haven't truly been able to formally forgive or apologize.
And that's why this girl you're dating is your mama. You're about to do the same thing your father did with your mother, marry the wrong woman, and it's not going to work. You're interested in marrying your own mama. Why haven't you gone and forgiven? Do you live with your parents?
I do, and I also see the problem in that, especially as I've been hearing your message.
And then when this girl come to town, she stay with you and your parents too?
She does.
And your father and mother allow that to happen?
Yes. I mean, they, recently, my father is mandating where, you're not allowed to sleep in the same rooms as one another, but yes, they are still allowing them to sleep at our house.
What?
Yes.
Why haven't you gone and forgiven your mother?
I don't know. I guess there's something inside of me which questions whether it's just superficial or not, because I know she's overheard your videos from my dad watching and stuff like that. So I feel like just by saying it's just lip service, and that kind of gives me it makes me second guess on if it's something I even is so required, and then I end up not doing it.
You listen to the devil in your mind telling you all that. He doesn't want you to forgive her because he wants to live with you, in you, and do what he's doing to you now, setting you up to make all bad decisions in your life right now so you can suffer. Do you see that you resent your mother? You see it for yourself?
I do see it.
Do you see that it's right or wrong to resent her, that she can't help herself?
I know it is wrong, and I understand. I guess I haven't completely grasped that there isn't a change that can be made, and I just kind of have to accept the reality. But there still is that nature in me who thinks that I have the power to fix it, which I understand is false.
Right, and that nature is not going to change until you go and forgive her so that God can forgive you and change that female nature that you have. You have your mother's nature. You become like what you hate.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And that's why you longing for this girl at 18 and you're 19, because you have your mother's spirit and you're making the woman your God. Can you hold for a minute, Joseph?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I got to take a quick break. 888-77-JESSE. The hate news, not the fake news, is coming, and I'll be back in a moment. 888-77-JESSE. I want to go back to Joseph. Joseph is 19 years old from New Jersey, first-time caller. 19, dates some girl living in another country. She's 18. He goes there, she comes, go to New Jersey. They stay with his parents. I'm like, what the? And he want to know, what should I do? What should I do? Hey, Joseph.
Hello.
So I want you to know you're walking down the same dark path of destruction that every generation before you have done. You're making the same mistakes. You're doing it all wrong, and you're just going to end up miserable if you don't change it. You are 19, you're already pining for a wife or a girlfriend. You're 19, you're going over to her place there in another country, you're staying with her mama, She comes to your place to stay with you, and you think that's love, and it's not. And you will regret it. This I promise you.
Yes.
What does your father say about you going? Do you have a job?
I currently do not, but I actually just applied. I'm going to try and get to the electrical field. This last year, I just graduated high school, so the last year I've just been traveling, which is actually how I met her. So, there's been a lot more freedom to go to and from one another's house. But once work actually begins, that's going to naturally change on its own anyways.
So if you don't have a job, how do you pay to go over there and for her to come here?
Well, I worked through high school. I had like a landscaping business on my own.
Oh,
kind
okay.
of something that I did. So I made the money which I'm spending to travel, but yeah.
And did you talk to your father about this girl and how you're feeling and what you want and all that? Have you spoken to him? What does you have?
I have, but we both were talking about this situation, and neither of us really had an answer for what was the best route to go from where we are at right now with visiting and all of these things. So that's honestly one of the reasons why I also decided to call, because he couldn't even give me the proper information either.
Oh, okay. Here's what I recommend, but do what you want. I recommend that you start working on your spiritual life so that you don't continue down this pathway of destruction. You're doing, as I said, what every generation of all races of people have done and are doing, and everybody's miserable. They're all in hell until they start working on overcoming it. I recommend that for now, if you must talk to this girl, do it by FaceTime. Don't let her come to your place, and you don't go to hers. Get to know each other by FaceTime. You ain't got to be seeing her in person, not yet. And in the meantime, you start working on your spiritual life. You go face your mother, forgive her for what she's done to you. She has truly created you in her image, and now the woman is your God. Every man married their God, or they date or marry their God, and then they fight. But you got to work on your spiritual life. Get out there, get you a job, eventually get your own place, and start having a life for yourself, wanting for nothing, and God will add unto you perfectly what you should have in life, whether it be her or not. You'll be at perfect peace. But if you don't do that, you're going to regret it.
Yeah.
If you want to date by Skype or something, FaceTime. You don't need to be with her. You're just 19.
Yeah.
You don't love her. You're sexting for her. You're longing for your God. And that's not even you doing it. It's the spirit of evil inside of you making you think is you.
And I guess that would be the same, wanting to just continuing it as it is and not actually making this change as well, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That makes sense.
At this point, there's not one reason you should be doing this with this girl. You're just 19.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have a life yet. You still live with your parents. You don't have a job. You don't have a way to even earn a living for yourself. And you're about to really destroy yourself. You're not going to be happy with her. It's not going to work. And the devil's telling you, oh, well, she got all those qualities. No, she doesn't have them. She's just 18. And the fact that her parents does she live with her father?
No, well, actually, she doesn't even speak to her father. She's never really spoken to her father. Yeah.
That's a problem, Joseph. She hate her father. She's gonna hate you.
Yeah.
She already hates you. Wait until you start really telling her, "Hey, I'm not gonna come there. You can't come here. Let's face that." You're gonna see the hell come out of her if you haven't already seen it. What'd you say?
No, I agree. I agree that she would definitely give a reaction to me saying that.
How have you dealt with the hell in her already? What do you do when she get mad?
I mean, I guess sometimes I combat, you know, and I also see that that is not positive because, you know, if she's not going to, you know, abide by, I guess, you know, what is right, and there's, you know, I mean, wait one second, I'm talking to, I'm confusing myself.
What do you do when she get mad? How have you dealt with that?
I guess you know, if she's getting mad, like we'll talk, and sometimes it can lead into an argument a little bit. Nothing like severe. There's never any real yelling, but then there's, you know, I think poor emotions on both sides, and yeah, I guess I don't really have a real way of dealing with that, like a successful way.
Joseph, these are all bad signs that you're on the wrong track right now.
Yeah.
These are the signs that you're omitting, that this is not the way it's supposed to be. I would personally suggest that you dump her, wish her well, and then just start working on your spiritual life, and then your physical life too. Get a job, eventually get your own place, go forgive your mother and forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother, do the silent prayer, and let life happen for you. And instead of going with all these emotions that you're having now, all emotions are evil. They lead you down the wrong path.
Mm-hmm.
It's not normal for a man or a woman to have these type of emotions, or any kind, really. What would happen if you say to her, you know what, you're just 18, I'm just 19, I don't even have a life for myself, and you don't have a life. We're already arguing and fighting. Let's end this thing. What would happen?
I would definitely get a reaction. There would be, you know, she would probably cry, which would make me feel guilty. And yeah, I know that there would be a reaction, and there would be something that would come from that.
And why would you feel guilty because she's crying, or when she's crying, knowing that she's lying? When she's crying, she's just trying to control you to get what she wants, her way. That's not love. Why would you feel bad if she's crying?
I guess it would be that female inside of me who is trying to make everything okay.
You're just like your mama, and she's never satisfied.
Yeah, no, I see that.
I recommend, Joseph, that you let this, she's too far away anyway. I would recommend that you let it go. You end it and start working on your physical life, meaning get a job, get your own place. If you want to start a business, start your own business, and then work on your spiritual life by overcoming these thoughts and emotions. They're not normal. You're going down the same path. I and all people have gone down, all lost people go down the same road, the same pathway of destruction.
Yeah, do you not think that there is like an alternative way of maybe, like, you know, what you were saying in the beginning, more of the beginning of the call, of just maybe just abstaining from seeing each other and then just kind of seeing what happens with that rather than cutting it off immediately?
Yeah, do the FaceTime, but don't do the visiting.
Okay, and if there is any visiting, don't stay in the same places, stay somewhere separate?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
You're really building the same relationship that your father and mother has, and they hate one another.
Yeah. And that's because I am giving into her emotions and allowing that to control me.
Well, that's because you're pining, you're yearning, you're wanting for this female. That's the first mistake. And then you are giving into her. You're becoming a boy, and she's becoming a mama.
Yeah.
And it's just nothing but destruction in that. It's already saying that to you by the way she acts already and the way you act around her, but you won't listen. You're getting all the signs along the pathway. You're getting all the warning signs that say, hey, don't go left, don't go that way, keep straight, go forward. But you omitted the sign. You're going left where you should be going straight up.
Yeah.
You're not reading the road signs and following them.
Yeah, I'm following the female.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I see what you're saying.
When you think of the idea of having to let her go, what goes through your mind? How do you feel about that?
I guess that makes me feel emotional. I guess sad, which I understand is not is that female inside of me. But yes, it feels like I would be losing something.
You will. You'll be losing hell, and the devil going to be mad at you for letting that misery go. It needs you to be miserable, and so you'll feel sad, but you won't regret it, especially if you work on your spiritual life.
I guess it's just that's a rough thing to actually do.
What's the rough thing to do?
To actually, to supposedly either separate or go without seeing each other. That does feel like difficult. But I see completely what you were saying, and I agree as well. I guess it's just getting over myself.
And how do you know it's rough when you haven't done it yet?
It's just, I guess, it's the devil inside of me trying to keep me away from doing it.
Are you your feelings? You said it just feels rough to do it. Are you your emotions?
I am not. I mean, I understand I shouldn't be, but yes, I am one with my feelings if this is something that would be difficult.
Do you know, is that right or wrong to be one with your feelings?
That's wrong.
So why don't you work on your spiritual life to overcome that?
I definitely should do that.
Why don't you?
My feelings.
Why don't you work on that?
Well, I will, but I want to, but yeah.
But what?
But nothing. I
Joseph, you're just 19. You're going down the wrong path, buddy. I promise you this.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you're not your emotions. Those emotions are not you. They're in your body, and you feel it in your body, but you're not your body, and you're not the emotions. And the thoughts that you're having, because you're having the emotions because of the thought, oh, Lord, what would happen if I let her go? How would she react? How would I feel? And so those emotions are coming from the thoughts. You can't have the emotions unless you have the thoughts. Overcome the thinking, you will overcome the emotions.
Yeah.
All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything.
Yeah, they always seem to push me into the wrong places.
They do that to everyone. They push you into the wrong places. And then they laugh at you. They're like, what an idiot. And then they give you more thoughts and emotion to push you into another place because they tell you, well, that didn't work. Maybe you should do it this way. That would work. Or maybe this would work. And you keep listening to thoughts. And all they're doing is making a home in you and laughing at you that you're listening to them.
Yeah, I guess what my thoughts are telling me right now is to just, I guess, take the route of, okay, we'll stop seeing each other in person, but we will just call. That way, it can still stay, and then, not just go the immediate route of just like, this is done, because I guess, there still is that something inside of me.
Right, absolutely. So for now, if you don't want to, if you're not strong enough to just say, hey, I'm too young, you're too young, this is not working, I got to get my life together. You need to get your life together. I'm into this right now. That is the right way to do it, but you can wean yourself off it by just FaceTiming with her. Don't send her any money. Don't go there. Don't let her come to you. And then see what happens. Have a way to see.
Yeah, I agree.
And when she yell at you or try to control you by crying and accusing you, don't react to that at all. Just notice she's doing those things to try to control you, to get it her way. And she doesn't care about what you think about how miserable you are or not. She wants what she wants, and the hell with what you want.
Yeah.
And you don't love her. I know you feel like you love her, but you don't. Those emotions that you have, they are called love, but that's hate.
What am I hating?
Your mama and her. And you hate yourself, because if you loved yourself, you would not go through these things that bring you pain and misery. You don't even love yourself. You hate yourself right now. Because if you don't love your mother and this girl in the right way, you don't love yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
You're not even taking care of yourself. You got to do something for yourself finally, and that is to work on your spiritual life and your physical life. You don't have anything going on at this point.
Yeah.
What a mess, huh?
What a mess is right.
Any other question or thought before I leave?
Well, we actually, like, she basically has booked her flight already, and she is kind of coming here already for for a duration. So, this definitely, makes things a little bit more, confusing in my head. But
When is she coming to New
she's
Jersey?
supposed to come in September.
Tell her to cancel the flight. Don't come.
Cancel the flight.
You can always cancel a flight. Did you know that?
Well, yes, but then I guess if you don't have the travel insurance, you lose the money.
That's fine.
Yeah, that seems pretty difficult to do right now.
What seemed pretty difficult?
I guess to actually say that, because that would definitely cause a lot of strife.
And do you care about that? That's proof that it ain't working.
Yeah, because there shouldn't be any strife, correct?
Right. Absolutely. If it were from God, it wouldn't be any strife at all. It's from Satan.
Yeah.
Let her take the suitcase and you take the pain.
Yeah. No, I definitely see what you're saying, and I agree with it too.
And if she canceled the flight right now, she has a year. If she can't get the money back, she has a year she can use that ticket to travel somewhere else. Get a voucher, get a credit. She doesn't have to lose the money.
Yeah, there are definitely alternatives. I agree with that too.
What a mess.
What a mess.
You got to tell her cancel the flight. And when she start bitching, shaking your boot and tell her to cancel the flight and don't change your mind. Because if not, Joseph, she's going to control you the rest of your life or however long you're with her, and you're going to be miserable. She's already your guide. You're afraid to even tell her to cancel the flight.
Yeah, no, I see how that's a problem.
What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? I'm falling to pieces. Yeah, she took the suitcase, I took the pain. If you don't do this, man, do what you want, though. Don't do it just because I said it or suggested it. You do it because you see that you got to fight for your life now. And you're already afraid of her. You don't want to hurt her little feeling. You're just like a woman. You got your mother's spirit. And she knows it, and she already resent your weakness. Her father wasn't there, so she hate all men. And she definitely hate the weakness of men. She already hates you, Joseph.
I guess that's hard. That's hard to see through all the illusion.
You don't see that she resents you?
I guess I can't see completely that she resents me.
When she get mad at you, is she getting mad out of love?
No, she would be getting mad out of hate.
Right, and anger is hate.
Yeah, you're right.
And she already know that you're afraid of her. She see how you cower down every time she start bitching.
Yeah. And I guess continuing that dynamic would only put me into a horrible relationship in the future if it ever continued.
You're already in a horrible relationship. It's going to get worse. And then she'll get pregnant and take your child and your money if you ever got any money.
Yeah.
And then you'll be, I need to stay with her because of the baby, because of the child, and you're really going to catch hell.
Yeah.
You're being set up right now. Are you going to call her and tell her, or FaceTime and tell her to cancel the ticket, she can't come?
I don't know yet. I want to, but I also don't want to, and I really don't know.
What's the right thing to do?
The right thing to do would be to do as what you are saying and not give in to my feelings, which are telling you that I should just allow her to come here and allow her to stay for the time and then do it afterward. But I see that is the wrong answer, and that's just what my feelings are telling me to do, which would be the devil and which would be leading me continuously down the wrong path.
100%. 100%. You got to do what is right for you to do, not what you feel.
Yeah.
Feeling is wrong. They always lead you down the wrong path.
Yeah.
Because God forbid, let's say she come this time, and this is the one time you got her pregnant. And then you already just had a discussion that you need to dump her, right? And you want to do it, but you emotionally can't or won't. And then she get pregnant. Now you stuck. Oh, Zeke gonna tell you, oh, she's pregnant. You gotta get her
well,
now.
we are abstaining from sex now. We were in the we were having through our relationship, but I've gotten more interested in your message, the message of God, and all of this stuff, and I see in myself how that definitely causes a lot of unnecessary problems. So that is something that has stopped in our relationship. But yeah.
But don't let her come, because you stay with your parents. I would tell her to cancel the ticket and do not come.
Okay.
What are you feeling and thinking right now?
I guess like nervousness, like fear a little bit. Just mixed emotions right now.
That's what every weak man and woman feel, and that's hell. That's evil.
Yeah.
Can you hold?
I completely agree.
Can you hold for me? Let me take a break.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hold on. Back in a moment.
Yes, I just wanted to call you and give an update on my life.
Okay.
I recently got a job as a maintenance manager. 3 weeks in, now the GM of that park. I'm doing, the silent prayers, always keeping present. There's no way that I would have been ready for this position even 6 months ago if it wasn't for counseling with you one-on-one in my relationship with the Father. You have changed my life dramatically, brother, and I love you for it. And my wife loves you. We love all your crew. You guys are doing amazing work, and I just wanted to give you that update.
Well, right on. Congratulations. And again, you just take it one moment at a time, one day at a time, and let things unfold, and they will. And do not take anything personal from anyone. Don't get angry, resentful, or anything like that, and you'll be fine no matter what. You got it. Welcome back. That's right. Welcome back. Billy on Punchy TV today. A live episode. You can call him. You can super chat with him. Bill at 2 p.m. today on Punchy TV. PUNCHIE.TV at 2 p.m. And then I do shout outs for you. Shout out. Personal shout outs. Birthdays, wedding shout out, anniversary shout out, encouragement shout out, whatever the shout out is, I will do it for you. Go to cameo.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, Cameo Peterson, or shoutout.fans, FANS/Jesse Lee Peterson. And last but not least, counseling. We are the best counseling service on this side of heaven. Individual and family counseling by phone, Skype, or walk-in. Go to rebuildingdemand.com. Rebuildingdemand.com to set up an appointment, or 800-411-BOND. 800-411-2663. All right? And be patient because my schedule is really, really loaded. But we'll get you in as soon as possible. So be patient with the lady that make the appointment. Set it up for you. Let me go quickly back to Joseph, then I'm going to have to move on here. Hey, Joseph. Joseph?
Yes.
Any other question or comment before I run?
I don't think so. I think I got the picture.
Do you know what you're going to do?
I know what I should do.
What should you do?
I should definitely tell her to not come. I should tell her that, I should face the reality. And, if we are ever going to visit each other, to not stay in the same place. And, I know that is definitely what I should do.
But right now, do you know what you got to do?
I'm probably going to get off the phone with you, and I'm going to maybe go for a walk and, take a second to, relax and just kind of see what,
Yeah.
you know.
Right on. Do you want to call her now and tell her not to come?
I don't know if I'm going to call her right this second. I might wait a little bit.
I
and,
I can stay on the phone while you call her.
I don't know. I could definitely call back once I do.
All right, I'm just messing with you.
I don't know if I'm prepared to do that right this second.
Yeah, I'm just joking. But I want you to watch. If you do the right thing, I want you to watch how she reacts and see how she's trying to control you to get it her way. And she doesn't care what you feel or think.
Yeah. The emotions that I will get definitely will be manipulative towards the way that she wants.
Absolutely. And then if you give in, she's going to hate you for giving in. And if you don't give in, she's going to hate you but love you that you didn't give in, because you'll be the first guy that never gave in to her. But she already know your weakness. She know exactly what to do to get you to react to her. Don't react.
Yeah, I guess it's just really confusing because it seems like what we've been doing is the best path, because it causes, the best feelings and all of these things. But yeah, like you said, they're just fake and they're leading me down the wrong path.
Right, and those feelings don't last. It goes from good to bad.
Yeah.
You feel good, then you feel bad, then you feel good, then you feel angry. You feel it's not even real. Emotions are not real, and they are not from God. God did not create you or her to be emotional.
Yeah, definitely. And those are definitely going to lead me, especially with this dynamic right now. I mean, it's definitely going to lead me into an emotional roller coaster. I can see that.
Yeah, so if you do this, I want, for your understanding's sake, when she starts screaming or crying or saying, why, don't react and watch how she reacts. And you're going to see what's in there.
Yeah, definitely.
And I highly recommend, but do what you want, of course, that you forgive. You got to face your mother now so you can overcome her while you're there. That way you won't make these same mistakes over and over again, because the woman won't be your God, and you'll be able to deal with women and all people with perfect love. But you got to overcome your mother. You got to face her.
Yeah.
And however she reacts, that's on her. Don't react to her either. Just, tell her, hey, I realize I do resent you. And you recreated me in your image or whatever. And I'm sorry for resenting you. And God will forgive you. Don't ask for forgiveness. You forgive her. And God will forgive you for resenting her.
Yeah.
Have you forgiven your father for not protecting you from your mother?
Yeah, we have talked a lot, and we are on the same page with all of this stuff. And yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I recommend you let go of this woman, but since you're weak right now, just date her by FaceTime, not in person. And don't let her come visit. Tell her to cancel that ticket. Well, I paid for it already. She's not going to lose the money just because she changed the travel thing. And and so don't let her say, well, I'm going to lose the money. I pay all this money. No, she's not. She can use the ticket to go somewhere else later, a year from now, to be honest. But she won't lose the money.
Okay.
All right, Joseph.
All right. I appreciate the advice.
Anything I've said that you disagree with that's not right?
No, I completely agree with you, even though my emotions are trying to turn me away from your message.
Yeah. And from now on, don't call those emotions you. They're not yours, and they're not you. Those thoughts are not yours, and they're not you. You can say for a while quietly to you, I see those thoughts. I feel the pain if you're not caught the thought, but I know it's not me. So you can stop identifying with it.
Yeah.
You're not your thoughts, and you're not the pain. The good feeling or the bad one. They're both evil.
Yeah, they lead me down the same path that I'm dealing with right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And do the silent prayer. You know about the silent prayer, right?
I do.
Start doing that. You got to work on your spiritual life and your physical life. You're just 19.
Yeah, definitely. I'm unestablished. I completely see that.
All right. All right. Any other thing? I got to run if you don't have another question or anything.
No, I'm all good. I think you told me enough. I appreciate it.
Let me know how it goes.
I will.
All right, Joseph.
All right, I appreciate it. Have a
Okay.
good day.
Bye. Everybody going through the same thing because the same devil lying to everybody about the same thing. Situations might be a little different, but it's the same spirit. You want to do right, but you can't do right. You don't want to do wrong, but you do wrong. You must conclude that something has made a home in you, men and women, and it causing you to act and think, to act and do things that you don't want to do. It's not you. Let me go to a first-time caller out of Nevada or Nevada. Which one is it? Nevada. I'm sorry? Nevada. I can't hear you.
Nevada.
Nevada. And if you're black, which one is it?
Nevada.
Logan, a first-time caller out of Nevada. Logan, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. How you doing? It's nice to meet you.
You too, Logan.
So my question, so one of my friends, he recommended me to start watching your show, and I started watching your show, and you were on, so I decided to call. Like right now, I don't even really know how to start. I'm just kind of like in a slump in my life, and like I keep repeating patterns, and I just don't know how to get out of them. You know what I mean?
Meaning, what type? How old are you?
I'm 24. Just turned 24 on August 1st.
And what type of? Give me an example of the pattern that you're in, and you don't know how to get out.
So I suffer I wouldn't say I suffer. Like my family is like a long line of alcoholics, so like I keep sorry if I get emotional too. I keep numbing all my pain. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to deal with things. I'm pushing people away with like alcohol.
So you keep what on your pain?
I keep pushing people away with like alcohol, like trying to like numb my pain. You know what I mean?
Oh, you numb your pain with alcohol, and as a result, you're pushing people away?
Yes, sir.
How are you pushing them away?
Not communicating.
In what way?
Not wanting to, not even not wanting, it's me not able to express my emotions.
And what are your emotions that you need to express?
I would say I would just say sadness, like just trying to fill in the void.
You trying to fill the void, you say?
Yes, sir. So I'm from Florida originally, so I kind of got like a little accent.
Oh, no problem. How old are you?
24.
Oh, okay. And so, what does the void feel like? Describe the feeling of the void.
In like one word, I would just say emptiness, like not having my mom, not having my dad around.
And where are they?
My dad's in prison right now. Kind of like how he was when I was a juvenile, you know what I mean, like a kid. My grandma raised me.
Okay. And where's your mother?
She's taking care of two of my younger sisters. She kind of like exiled me, like because my grandmother adopted me. I just never really had a relationship with her like that. Like my grandmother was always my mother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always looked up to her and like got my manners and personality from her, but also like bad traits, you know what I mean? Like drinking, and it's just hard to kick. Because one of my close friends had passed away in 2022, so it kind of like turned me to the bottle.
And does your grandmother drink too?
Yeah, she always drank when I was a kid, and like it sounds messed up, but like I would always like grow up like, hey Logan, you want a little drink from the bottle, like you know what I mean, like taking like little sips out of her beer and whatnot, you know what I mean, growing up. So like I didn't really see nothing wrong with it because it was just like my normal environment. But
right.
Like as I got older, you know what I mean, like I try to step away from it, but it was just hard.
So your grandmother encouraged you to drink while you were growing up because she was drinking? She would let you have some of her drink?
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like little baby sips, like yeah.
What a mess!
It just what a mess. Yeah. It is like I've been watching your show for like the past couple of days. One of my friends, he recommended me to watch you. He thought I would relate to like a lot of the callers. You know what I mean?
Right.
The last 19-year-old who was just speaking.
Yeah.
I relate to him a lot, like with like, you know what I mean, like the emotional issues he got going on.
Yeah.
And like I know like what you say, like emotions aren't from God, it's us, you know what I mean? Like
They're evil. And so how does your grandmother feel about you drinking now? How does she react to that?
I mean, she hates it now, you know what I mean? Because I've ruined so many relationships. I've gone to jail multiple times, me being blacked out. You know what I mean? Like, it's not pretty, but it's like it's like one of the only ways I can escape that's easy and accessible. You know what I mean? Like
I do. Do you tell your grandmother it's her fault that you're drinking? She gave you some drink when you were little.
I never told her that.
Why not?
Because I forgave her. Because and I also apologized. Because I used to, you know what I mean, be a little shithead growing up. You know what I mean? Like, because I wanted my mom and I wanted my dad.
Yeah.
But I couldn't have that, and like I was so young, I didn't understand why I couldn't have that.
I understand that. You said you used to be what kind of a little
shithead, a little shithead.
Oh, what a mess! And so your question for me is what?
I guess like what's the best? What's the first step that I could take to changing my my traits and my habits?
You got to drop your anger. You got to forgive your mother for abandoning you like that, and forgive your father. They could not help themselves. They hate their mother and father. They have the same pain you're having. They have the same problems, and they could not help. Your mother hate her mother. Your father hate his mother. That's why he's in prison, and he's yearning for his father, and your mother is yearning for her father. But they got to forgive. So when you forgive them and your grandmother, I promise you, everything will start to change. The alcohol will fall away and everything. And your life will happen by itself. You won't have to try to make it happen, but you got to drop the anger by forgiving those folks, seeing that you're wrong for being angry now that you're an adult. You couldn't help it as a kid, but see that you're wrong for resenting them. You didn't know though at the time, but now that you're an adult, I'm wrong for resenting them, because that's why you're empty and lost, because God cannot help you because you won't forgive. You're of your father, the devil, just as they are of their father, the devil. So exactly how you're feeling is the same way they feel. They have the same pain. You got to forgive them.
Yes, sir.
And you should forgive by realizing and see it for yourself, not because I said it, but realize that I do have this anger. I do resent them, and I'm wrong. They couldn't help themselves. And go to them if you can. Hey, I've been resenting you. Grandma, you gave me this alcohol. You were not a good example for me. I know now you couldn't help yourself. Her mother did it to her. Same thing with your mother. Forgive your mother. Forgive your father. Don't ask them for forgiveness. You forgive them, and God will forgive you. I promise you that, and make you free. All those emotions, thoughts and emotions will disappear. But you got to forgive.
No, it's fun. It's funny you say that, because my son, he was I had a son 3 years ago on June 6th, is my grandma's birthday. He was born on my grandma's birthday, and so on his first birthday, she flew out to Nevada, because I'm originally from Florida, but I stay out here with my girl now. So she flew out here, and like, you know what I mean, we went to like one of the little buffets, and we had a good time. And like I apologized to her, and I also said, like, told her I forgave her, and it made me feel, it took a lot of like relief and like weight off my shoulders and off my chest.
Absolutely.
And, I kind of fell out of those patterns though, like later on down the line. And one of my friends recently that told me to start watching the show and everything. Even before he told me to start watching the show, he's telling me to forgive my mom and forgive my dad. Kind of like how, like, I didn't even say anger, but like it's funny. Like you knew I had anger in my heart, and
yep,
it's hard to let go. You know what I mean?
You can't let it go. Once you see that you're wrong for being angry, and then go and forgive, God will change your heart from hate, from anger to love. Because resentment is all evil. It's hatred. It's the nature of the devil. And God will change your heart like he did when you forgave your grandmother. once you forgive them, then you will have a pure heart. The sin is of the heart. Anyone who has anger is sinning. They're playing God. And so when you forgive, God will change your heart. You can't change it yourself.
Amen. I appreciate you. I don't want to waste any of your time. I'm kind of nervous too. And
Hold on a minute. Can you hold?
yes, sir.
Let me take a break. Hold on. Let me go back to Logan out of Las Vegas, our first time caller, dealing with, this void in his life, yearning for the father and mother and all kind of mess, drinking. Logan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you understand that you need to forgive your mother and your father so that emptiness can disappear?
Yes, I do. I've been trying to, especially with my mother. It's kind of hard with my dad because I blocked the jail calls a while ago, and I just haven't really been trying to reach out to him because that's a long story. It doesn't really matter in my eyes. But I feel like my relationship with my mother was more of a vulnerability for me, and that I wanted and I earned for.
Yeah. Are you able to talk to your mother?
Yes, I'm able to talk to my mom.
Can you face? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. So you're able? Can you FaceTime with her and forgive her for what she's done, knowing that she hated her mother, she couldn't help it?
Yeah, I'm able to. I tried to have that conversation with her about a week ago. A week or so ago.
And what happened?
She sounded like a narcissist. So she was sitting there waiting for it, but I've been sitting there waiting for her my whole life.
Repeat that.
She was sitting there. She's kind of a narcissist, so she was just sitting there waiting for me to apologize because I've been rude to her my whole life because I never had her and I didn't understand why she couldn't be in my life and so and she was just kind of sitting there with her hand out waiting for this apology her whole life, but I've been sitting here waiting for her my whole life.
Yeah,
she used to be addicted to drugs, and so same with my father. That's why my father originally got locked up when I was 5 years old. He got sentenced to 12 years for that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, you're not going to apologize to her for anything, not the way you treated her, but because you couldn't help yourself. You were created in her image and your grandmama image and all that mess. You got to forgive her. Mother, I forgive you. I'm sorry for resenting you. I know now that you could not help yourself. Don't ask for forgiveness or anything, and God will forgive you. Human beings are incapable of forgiving. We admit we are wrong for playing God, for judging, and God forgive as we forgive others by not resenting them. Your mother cannot help herself at all. She's out of control too. And however she acts, whatever she does, don't react to her. You just let her know. I just want you to know, I know now you couldn't help yourself, and I was wrong for resenting you. And then move on with your life. If she act in a crazy way, let her act crazy. She cannot help it.
Yeah,
But
you're all right about that.
Don't let Satan tell you, oh, look at her. She wants you to apologize. She wasn't there for you. She's the one that needs to be apologizing. That's not true. You need to forgive her so you can go free. And that load that you've been carrying will be taken away from you.
Make me want to cry, because the more I try to so sorry. The more I try to build a relationship with God, I just noticed Satan is just in my ear whispering the whole time.
Yes, absolutely. He whispers in every man and woman's life the same voice. Every human being has the same problem. They have a relationship with evil and not with good. And evil is always whispering to them, don't do this, don't do that, act this way, this way. They hate you, so hate them back, and, all kind of mess. You got to stop listening to that. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. And when you stop listening to them, you will hear in a voiceless way the voice of God. He will guide you.
My friend quotes that same quote that you say all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been really hard because like I've had like a lot of I grew up Catholic, so it was like a very like, you know what I mean, like it's kind of funny now thinking about it too. Like my grandma, like she wanted me to be a certain way, but outside of church, you know what I mean, she's a totally different person. Like I guess that's kind of like why I pushed God out of my life as a kid, and like I didn't like try to welcome you know what I mean, Jesus Christ with open arms. And when I got locked up when I was 18, I studied Islam, and I tried to convert over to Islam, and I just kind of I got like coerced in a way. Like I thought that was the right way, and like, but it was really like in my eyes, like I think it was like this Satan, you know what I mean, like just playing with me, like toying with me.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. And God is not a part of any religion at all. He has nothing, nor does Christ. They have nothing to do with religion. Satan is the author of religion. And that's why religious people are all evil. They have angry hearts. They're jealous. They gossip. They worry. They're freaked out. Because God has nothing to do with religion. Satan is their God. And they call them God. So your grandmother wouldn't know the true God if he walked up to her and smacked her in the face.
Well,
but you got to forgive her.
Oh, I forgave my grandmother. Like
Right.
she tried her hardest. Like she was a wild cat. Like growing up, but the older I got, was the more resentful I got to her when she was trying to change. And you know what I mean? Like she didn't have to take care of me. She didn't have to go out of her way to raise a fourth child after she already raised her three. You know what I mean? But she wanted to, because she didn't want me to go into the foster care system and such and such.
She wanted to raise you so that she could do what she's done to her daughter, recreate her image.
Yeah.
What she did to you is what she did to her daughter, and that's why her daughter hate her.
It's crazy. It's like you read me like a book.
Everybody has the same problem, man. Everybody who was born, and everybody is born of the woman, but every human being who was born of the woman must be born of the spirit of the Father, because every woman recreates the sons and the daughters in her image, which is evil. And she does it because she can't help it. Some of them know about it, but she can't help it because her heart is evil and she can't help it. Every woman is like that. Even your girlfriend is doing that to your son right now, or your child. You have a boy or a girl?
I got a boy and another one on the way.
Wow. Well, real men make boys first, right on. Alpha male.
Yeah, it's hard right now because my drinking. So this is kind of what I call it too, because my drinking got in the way of everything, and I was pushing her away, and ended up.
How do you deal with the hell in her when it comes out?
It rarely comes out, but when it comes out, like, I'm usually under the influence, so it's hard to deal with it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's bad because I never really liked drinking. But when I came out here, one of my close friends, he had passed away. He got shot, and I carry the burden is because I'm not going to get into like the details, but I was supposed to be him in that situation. You know what I mean? But I chose to take a flight and come out here and come be with her. And like 2 days later, he got shot and killed. And it kind of like just put me in that void. Like, and I think it's because like sometimes like I get so in my head, like I wish that was me. I'm sorry.
No problem.
But I wish that was me in some sort. And I think about it all the time. I do music, so like I think about it all the time, and like I write about him a lot. And I feel like I lost myself when I lost him, and it made me just turn into an evil human being. I'm sorry, I'm over here tearing up.
No, that's fine, buddy. You letting it out. That's fine. So you feel like it's your fault your friend was killed?
I wouldn't say it's my fault. I just chose to do better in the situation and get some fast cash. You know what I mean?
Right. And so, why do you feel bad that he was killed and not you?
He was taking care of his mom, his grandma, and he had a future ahead of him, and like, oh, he was so talented. Let me tell you, like with his music, he was so talented. I mean, it ain't the type of music everybody gonna want to hear, but he had that spark in him that like you only see in like so many different people. You know what I mean? And after that, one of my longest friends too, which was in our friend group, he just got life plus 30 years in prison. And my girl, she always tried to tell me, she's like, you got to think of it this way: if you didn't come out here, you'd be dead or in prison. And like, me and her, I've known her my whole life. We're like not even high school sweethearts. We've known each other since elementary school. So like, we just have a really significant bond. But she just wasn't raised the way I was raised in the area I was raised. So like, it's just different outputs. Like, she doesn't. I feel like, then this is what I think is bad with our communication, because I don't think she relates with me enough. So I don't think I could talk to her about everything I need to talk to her about. You know.
Right. How old is she?
She's 23. She's
okay.
Just a year younger than me.
All right. And so I don't quite understand why you feel bad that your friend was shot and killed and not you.
Well, I can't really get into that on the.
Oh, okay.
On the,
I understand.
Yeah.
Don't do it if you shouldn't. I do want you to know though, it's not your fault that he was killed. It's Satan got you feeling bad and saying that it should have been you. That's not from God. And that's insane that you feel that way. You got to drop those thoughts. Those are more thoughts that align to you and emotions that align to you. You're not responsible for him. No, even if you guys were involved in whatever you're involved with at the same time, both of you were lost and both of you were looking for love and both of you didn't see what you were getting into. You couldn't help yourself. So you're not to blame at all. You better be glad it didn't happen to you. And may his soul rest in peace, but that was going to happen to him anyway, whether you were there or not.
It was already written, yeah.
Right, because the way he was living his life, he would listen to the devil, and the devil caused him to go deeper into that. And that's what the devil meant for, to rob, steal, and kill. But you have no reason to be feeling bad about that at all. That's all ego. You need to let that go. You're playing God.
It is all ego, too.
Yeah, you need to let that go. That's insane. Those are just thoughts and feelings that are not real.
It's just a time that I'm stuck in because whatever reason. Yeah.
You overreacted to the situation. You resent the people who did it, and then Satan blame you. You should have been there. You left. You stop listening to the devil, man. He's lying to you.
Yeah, because a lot of people we were around, like, they didn't have our best interest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Y'all didn't have their best. Y'all didn't have their best interest, and they didn't have yours. It was all selfish. Each man for himself.
I think that's why I feel so hurt though, because like I try to have the best interest for everybody that I was around. Sometimes I think I show too much love and I get too attached to people, even as I know they're using me or doing wrong by me.
Right. But you don't have it.
Because I always try to see the best in people.
You don't love nobody, and nobody love you.
You were just saying that on Sunday on your
the fellowship,
the church stream. Yes.
You don't love them, and they don't love. It was all ego. You tried to get something from them, and they were trying to get something from you, and you call that love, but that's hate. That's not love.
Yeah.
You don't have any love, but if you forgive, then love will come and it will take over. Just like evil taking you over, the love, which is from above, will destroy the evil. It will take you over. Then you will have love, and love is not an emotion. And you will love all, even your enemy. You won't hate anyone. But you don't have love.
I've been trying to get there. I've been the past couple of years been kind of crazy, but
If you
that's
forgive,
not
you're
the,
going to be fine, man, but you got to drop the anger. Forgive your mother, forgive your father, and forgive yourself because whatever has happened through you, it wasn't you. It was the devil that made a home in you, but you think and you thought it was you, but it wasn't you. The real you, and this I promise you, have never done anything wrong at all. You haven't done wrong or right. It's the fake you that you think is you. You're not your thoughts and you're not your emotion. You're not your past and you're not your future. You're not your body. You have never done wrong. It was the evil in you doing wrong through you. And
yeah.
you were calling it you.
I used to confide in the devil a lot. You know what I mean? Like through my habits and all that. And
Yes.
like it wasn't until I welcomed God back into my life with open arms until I started realizing that Satan he makes the world look beautiful.
He
when
does.
it's not, you know.
The world is evil. Human beings are evil because their nature, human nature is the devil's nature. It's the nature of Satan. But when you forgive, then you will have, God will give you his nature and you will have the nature of God, which is insight, which is perfect love, which is living in the present, not in the past or the future. It's everything, but you got to overcome human nature. Human beings are evil. They don't love one another at all. That's why they treat each other the way they treat each other. They get thrills from hurting themselves and others because they're evil.
Yeah. Like an adrenaline junkie. Like, yeah,
Yes.
It's a high. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to waste any more of your time. I'm very grateful I got to talk to you.
You have not wasted my time, and I really want to encourage you. Do what you want, of course, but you gotta, if you want to be free from evil, you gotta forgive. Mother, I am sorry for resenting you. I know that you couldn't help yourself. And Dad, let your father, if you can speak to your father at least one more time, forgive him. They don't have love. They have the same resentment you have because they resent their parents as well. They did the best they could with what they had to work with, and they didn't have love. They didn't know. They couldn't help it. So you got to forgive them. And however they react to that, you walk away and have your own life. You don't owe them anything. You won't need them. You won't be empty on the inside anymore, and you'll be fine. But you got to forgive. There's no other way out.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for your time, and may God bless you.
You too, buddy. And do the silent prayer. Do you know about the silent prayer?
No, I do not.
Go to Jesse Lee Peterson what is it? Oh, rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. Rebuilding.
Yes, sir.
What?
My friend knows all about you, so he
Yeah.
he was just saying the silent prayer, so he's gonna know how to lead you there. He kind of encouraged me to call you today.
Yeah, rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. It's time for you to start doing things for yourself now. Work on your spiritual life, and I promise you, you will have no past and no future. And you will have right now, you and God will become one. And this I promise you. But you got to work on yourself. You got to work on yourself now.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you a lot. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day.
You too. Let me know how it goes.
Yes, sir, I will.
All right, buddy. Amazing.
All right.
Oh, hey, Logan, one other quick thing. Never, ever, 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 ever again call yourself an alcoholic or a drug addict or anything. Stop calling yourself anything so you can overcome all those things that you think that you are. You're none of those things. When you were doing alcohol, you were doing it trying to find peace, trying to escape. The alcohol is not the problem. It's the trying to escape the pain that you have. That's the problem. So don't ever call yourself that again.
Yes, sir, I got you. You have a great rest of your day.
That makes sense?
Yes, it does. A lot.
Yeah, don't call yourself anything. You're not
So
those
you put yourself
things.
in a category and you adapt to it and it becomes your personality, ego.
Absolutely. It become your identity, which is a false identity. It's not who you are. So don't call yourself that, and don't let anyone else call you that. Forget if they call you that, give them the finger.
I appreciate this conversation. I promise you I'm going to remember this to the day I die.
Right on. Let me know how it goes, all
You have a
right?
blessed rest of- Yes, sir. You have a blessed rest of your morning.
You too, buddy. Amazing. It's a spiritual battle, folks. Everybody got the same problem, men and women. Ladies, y'all got to forgive your mother and father too, especially your mothers. Your mother worked overtime to create you in her image in the same way she did with the boys. And she couldn't help it. She was evil. She could not help it. Some of them knew what they were doing, most did not. And the same, and if you have children already or going to have children, you're going to do the same thing to your children, and you're going to blame them if you don't drop the anger. And you're going to lie to yourself, oh, I was trying to do my best. I was trying to forgive. I was trying to love them. I was trying to guide them. You're lying to yourself. You don't have it in you to guide. Guidance comes from the light. We can't guide ourselves in anything. It's the light that does it. And it's the darkness. You're either one or the other. You can't have both. So, ladies, you got to do the same thing. All women in the whole wide world. That's why you become like your mama. And you say, I will never be like my mama. I'm going to be different. And then you go over and try to be different, and the difference is even worse. All right, ladies, drop your anger. Forgive your mama. And God will forgive you as you forgive. And change your heart from anger to love. Let me go to Jose out of Texas. Jose, you are on the air.
Hey, what's up, Jesse? Can you hear me?
All is well, Jose. No, I cannot hear you.
All right, man. Real quick, man, I don't know. I feel like I definitely know, like, I have a problem with women, man. Like, I got a perfectly good girl at home. Everything is good. She listens. We're growing together. We've been together for years. But it's like, I don't know what it is, man. It's like some sickness or something. Like, it's like I always just be looking and wanting something better. And I've been like that since, like, I was with other women too that were still beautiful and it's always me being the toxic one. And so I'm just trying to figure out, like, how the heck do I get my head out of where I'm at and just chill? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. You hate women.
Man, I hate them and I love them, bro. What the heck?
Right.
I don't feel like I hate them,
But you
I
do.
It's like,
You hate
God.
You hate what you love, and you love what you hate. And that's not going to change until you drop the anger for your mother, forgive your mother, and then stay away from thoughts. And I promise you it will change. But you have made the woman your God, and you can never be satisfied by one God, and then you would never be satisfied by many gods because you hate women.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Have you forgiven your mother yet?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have. She hasn't affected me. Like, it's not like it was when I was growing up.
Have you gone to her and forgiven her?
Yeah.
You told her?
Yeah.
What did you say to her?
I told her, it's been a few years now, so she got a drug problem my whole life, and she's always made just the worst decisions, and it would affect me a lot. And basically, like, as I got older, I started to realize, I guess, like, you know, I can't control her actions and what she's doing, and, like, I can't, my life and my happiness, I can't make excuses for how I was raised or what she went through or any of that stuff. And then I started listening to you, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it and see what happens. And so I told her, I was like, hey, Mom, like, I just want you to know, like, no hard feelings. Like, I know you went through, like, a lot in your own childhood and, like, with your own troubles as a kid and adults, and then you got pregnant super young with me, and I don't know what happened where, but I just want you to know, like I don't have any hard feelings towards you. I know it's not your fault. Like, it is what it is, and so I'm not going to let that affect our relationship. Type of type of response to her.
Did you forgive her?
Yeah, I want to say I did, man, because I don't let it, really I guess I say I did because I don't let it affect me anymore like it used to.
Did you?
Like I just,
It's still affecting you because you still craving for all these women. You made them your God. Did you forgive your father for not protecting you from her?
yeah, I want to say so, yeah. I have a good relationship with him.
Oh, okay. All you got to do now then is to do the silent prayer and watch those thoughts, and you'll be fine. Don't go with the thoughts because it's the thoughts that tell you, oh, look at that fine woman over there. She's looking.
It is, man.
Yeah, she looking better than your woman, and then the thought tell you, oh, but you have this good woman at home, and now you're feeling bad. And while you're feeling bad, the lust is coming up even stronger because you're giving it to the thoughts.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It really is.
Yeah.
Like, it just never ends.
Why
It's
don't
back
you?
and forth.
Why don't you do the silent prayer so you can overcome thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
yeah,
a question.
Yeah. I know it was. Why don't I do it, man? I don't have a good answer for you, man.
So
I make excuses.
How can God help you when you want to stay in the darkness of your imagination? You don't want out, because the only way out, you got to see your way out by the light, and you won't do it, and so the light cannot help you.
I understand what you're saying. My thought process, and I'm not trying to justify anything.
Right.
But the way I like, basically my excuse would have been that I don't make the time, obviously, in the morning to sit here and do that, to do the silent prayer. It's like, if anything, I'm doing it. Maybe I am doing it as I'm getting ready, but I guess it's not the same because I'm doing something. Like, I guess is it really just sitting there and like not doing anything?
Yes.
And letting nothing.
Yes.
Like, don't just.
Do
All right.
it. Do the silent prayer. rebuildingaman.com/silent prayer, and watch those thoughts when you first wake up. Do nothing about them. Watch the wave of thoughts and pain that comes, and the healing will come. But you got to watch by the light so the light can help you. The healing can come. But you listen to the devil telling you, oh, you don't have to do it. You can do it while you want, whatever it is you're doing. And you listen to lies thinking that they're the thought. And the reason that you won't do it because you still love your misery. You love pain.
I don't want it.
Yes, you do, because if you didn't want it, you will overcome it.
Yes, you do.
If you didn't want it, you would surrender to the light and let the light get rid of it. You do want it. You're lying about that.
That's crazy. I can't be the only one thinking this either, and the listeners.
Right.
Man, I'm telling you.
You love your misery. You love the looking at lusting after women, then you love feeling bad about it. You love thinking about the past of how you've been about women and other things. And then you love feeling bad about the past. You love it. Because if you didn't love it, you will overcome it by overcoming the thoughts. And there will be no past and there will be no future.
I got to stop putting myself in them situations.
Yeah, you love it.
I'll be out there trying to have a good time with my homies or whatever. And it's not like, I mean, the ladies it's cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I think I'm strong enough or something, and like we'll end up like hanging out or whatever, and it's just trouble, Jesse. I gotta chill.
There's nothing you can do about it. You gotta let go and let the light. You gotta stop loving your misery. As long as you love it, that's what you're gonna hold on to.
Man, you're so right, man.
You're gonna make excuses.
Yep. Damn. I mean, dang. You're right, though, man. That's crazy. I could have just figured that out.
Yeah,
Jesus.
You love your misery. You love cheating on your girlfriend. You love thinking that there's something better out there. It brings you a thrill, and you love your thrills. Boy. Who will I be if I don't have a thrill, you say?
That's crazy. I got to do the silent prayer. I got to, man. I gotta get my head right.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, work on that. Stop calling anything you. And when the temptation comes to look at those women in that way. Let it pass. Don't judge it. Don't let it tell you, oh, see, you still doing it. It's not you. And so stay in the light, and the light will show you your way out of the pain of the past and the future.
Did you ever deal with that?
Yeah,
What I'm explaining?
I used to, when I started having sex when I was like 15, I think, 16. And I thought if I didn't have sex, I would die. I literally used to think that.
Boy.
I was crazy. I thought that, man. But then when I dropped the anger by forgiving my mother and returning to my father, those thoughts started to clear away. And things became clear to me.
All right.
You got to do the prayer. There's no other way out. We can't change ourselves because it's not us. It's evil that made a home. Men and women, it's evil that made a home in them. It's not us. You have never done anything wrong. You're not doing the lusting. It's this devil in you, and you're calling it you. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your past. You're not your future. You're neither good nor bad. You're neither wrong nor right. You're none of those things. Those are false identities.
All right, I got to get my head right, man. I'm going to start doing it, though. I know it's crazy because I hear you say it every day, but damn. I guess just because I'm not sitting there not, just focused and not doing anything, just let it come and go.
Yes. And they don't want you to be still. The thoughts don't, because they're evil and they made a home in you. And so they're going to try to talk you out of doing that. Oh, you don't have to do it that way. You don't have to be still this morning. You can do it later. You're still listening to the devil. And he's using your voice to make you sound like you saying that and making those suggestions, but it's not you.
I can see it now.
Yeah. So you got to make up
waste your time.
You got to make up your mind. Do you want to overcome evil or you don't? If you do, then the help will come when you be still. But if you don't, stop pretending and suffer and die.
Yep. Boy, you're right, man. You're right.
Does your girlfriend know that you lusting after women?
Hell no.
Oh, yeah. Don't ever tell her that.
Heck no. Nah, no way, man.
Don't ever
it ain't
tell
for her
her
to deal with.
Yeah, just stop doing it. But don't tell her at all because she'll judge you for the rest of your life. And then she'll try to make you make up for it by, you got to report in, where are you, why are you late, you need to call me, and all that mess. And you would never be able to satisfy her.
Nah, I feel like that's something that I got to carry. If it's going to cause anybody any type of discomfort, it's got to stick with me.
Absolutely.
To the grave.
Yeah. But drop the thoughts, and then it would disappear. You will have no past. Even if it past crossed your mind, it would be like it never happened. It would just be a thought and won't bother you at all. Because you will have no past, because you have never done anything wrong, and whatever happened back then happened then. It's not happening now. But the thoughts will make you think it's happening now, and you will have pain from it as though it is happening. It's not.
It's crazy.
Hell is crazy. That's why it's called hell.
Boy, all right.
All right.
I got some working on myself to do.
Finally.
'Cause I really don't want to be like that. I know it's at the end of the day, like that's not what it's all about.
Well, if you didn't want to be that way, you overcome it. You let it go.
Yeah, you're right.
You have the life that you want. You can have a life of misery like this or other things, or you can have a life of perfect peace. It's up to you.
So simple.
Yes.
All right.
Let me know how it goes.
I'll hit you back up, Jesse. I'll let you know, man. I'm gonna start doing that.
All right. I wish you well, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the well wishes.
Okay.
Take care, man.
Okay. Stephen is a first-time caller from Maryland. Stephen, what in life do you truly love?
Well, first and foremost, what's up, Jesse?
Hey, Stephen.
How you doing, man?
All is well.
All right. What I truly love in life is, to just put everything in a nutshell, I love what's right.
And what is right?
I'm not gonna lie. Like the way you carry yourself, like your principles, your morals, your values.
And you're about to say I'm not gonna lie, but what?
Yeah, so you know I'm black.
He
You know
black.
what I mean? All right. So I mean, I'm just speaking the truth, or at least my truth, and that's what I believe that I truly love in this thing we call life. So yeah.
Amazing. And so you had another question.
Yeah, I do. So I watch your show a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I said it again. But in the last few years or so, you helped me realize that a lot of things that you say are so spot on. Like the educational system teaching these kids to basically be Democrats and whatnot. And that is not the way of life. You know what I mean? Because of the things that they support, everything like that. Like my girl is a Democrat. I'm trying to convert her. You know what I mean? Because she lost in the sauce. But I'm gonna do God's work, and I'm gonna get her on the right side. But my question is, I don't know if you noticed, but or at least I noticed, kids who grow up in the household where their parents go to church every Sunday and whatnot. As they grow up, they lead astray from that, and they become all sorts of different things, whether they Satanists or atheists or just don't believe in God or become gay. I don't know if I can say that on the radio, but you know what I mean. They just go away from God. So I just want to know why do you think that is?
Well, without a doubt, they hate their parents. They especially hate their mothers and grandmothers because their mothers and grandmothers are hypocrites. They go to church and they sing and pray about God, but they have no love. And they turn their children away from God by not having any love.
Okay.
And the religious people are some of the worst people on the planet because they have no love. They judge. They are angry. They are emotional. Because they sing about God, they talk about God, they read about God, but they don't know God at all. And so they're putting on a showcase personality, and the kids have to deal with that hell behind closed doors.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. And
you don't like what?
I don't like I feel like it's a facade in most of these churches.
It is.
Yeah, and
God
I'm
is
trying
not in religion at all. He has nothing to do with religions at all.
What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
God nor Christ had nothing to do with religion because religion is man-made and it's based on their ideas about God. The ones that found a religion have no idea, don't know God either. So they'll use a religion to control the people, pretending that they know God, so the people can make the preacher and the teachers and the popes and all them feel important. And so they use the people to cover up their ego as well.
So
if you notice, you don't know anyone in religion that truly know God.
I mean, probably except for you.
But I'm not a part of religion. I am a Christian, but if you have to identify, for conversation purposes, but I'm not into religion. I used to be, but I'm not into religion at all.
Really? Okay. Okay, I never knew that. I never knew that because like I said, I watch you a lot, man. So
I used to be into religion, but it didn't work for me. Religion doesn't work for anyone. Are you a Christian?
I am.
And did you forgive your mama?
So she passed in 2018.
Right.
And I grew up kind of lost. I had to basically teach myself everything that I know today. And I grew up having to raise my brother because his parents died, so I had to raise him since I was 18 and whatnot. I'm 31 now, I think. Yeah, I'm 31 now.
Right.
So I never really got a chance to like have that one-on-one talk with my mother, and I regret it to this day because I know that is something that I need to like get off of my heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my dad is still alive. I'm still working on that, you know, to really have that conversation with him.
Why
and
haven't you
whatnot,
had
but,
it already with your father?
Because I don't know. I want to make sure that it's genuine. Like I want to make sure, like when I'm going to him, that it's in the right state of mind, and I don't want to hold nothing back. And whatnot.
You don't know that you need to forgive him and that you're wrong for resenting him? You don't already...
I do know that. I know that.
Well,
I
then
know
how
that.
much more do you need to know than that?
Okay. I see what you're saying.
No, that was a question.
Oh, my bad.
He black.
I mean, I don't need. I mean, that is the. I know that's the reason that I need in order to do what I need to do.
So then why haven't you done it then? Why are you looking for something else when you already know you do resent him, you know it's wrong, you do need to forgive him for your sake, but you won't do it? Why are you waiting for something else?
I wouldn't say that I'm nervous or whatever. I don't know how he's gonna take that.
Why do you need to know that? That's on him. It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So why you need to know how you don't know how he's going to take it? Why are you even concerned about that at all?
Because at the end of the day, I believe the whole purpose of me forgiving him and, you know, letting him know the reason why I resent him and all of that is to hopefully amend the relationship so that way we can be back on speaking terms, right?
That's the wrong reason. That's the wrong reason to forgive.
Okay. So what's the right reason then?
The right reason is to admit that you're a sinner in the heart. You resent. You hate your father. You hate your mother, and you're wrong. And that's why you admit to yourself, you know what? I'm angry. I do resent my parent. I am wrong. They couldn't help themselves. I'm going to forgive. That's the right reason, because God said, confess that you're angry, that you're evil, and then forgive. He didn't say, well, forgive so you can have amend a relationship with anyone. He said, forgive so you can return to him.
So say I forgive my father. How do I forgive my mother if I can't?
By realizing that she was wrong, she did the best she could. She hated her mother, and she had no love either. They both have no love, your father and your mother, and they just did the best they could do because they didn't know that they didn't know how to overcome evil as well. And so by your mother being dead, now that she's expired, and may her soul rest in peace, but now that she's expired, just realize, just like you can't help yourself, something else is controlling you. That came from your mother. And that thing that is controlling you was controlling her. And you became like what you hate. So realize she could
No, I ain't like my mom. No. That I can't let you have that.
Okay.
I'm overcoming that day by day. I will say that. I used to be like her, yes. I used to be, I will completely admit that, man, like, full-heartedly. But as I'm getting older, and then the more, like, I believe in God and whatnot, like, I see the error in my ways, and I know that that's not what a man is.
If you see the error in your way and you're not like your mother, why haven't you forgiven her and your father then?
Yeah, I think I forgave my mother.
No, you haven't.
I believe why you say that though? How you come to that conclusion? How you come to that conclusion?
Because you asked me, how do I forgive her now that she's expired?
Yeah, because the reason why I asked that is because I done prayed about it, and I didn't know if there would be another way to go about that. So that's why I said that.
Right.
That's
the
why I
only
asked that
way
question.
is to, now that she's expired and you can't go to her, the only way is to realize she couldn't help herself. I'm just like her. I'm wrong for resenting her. And then forgiveness, because you can't go to her, then that would change by itself.
Okay. And I believe that.
And then
I believe that.
and I highly recommend, but do what you want, that you go to your father and don't plan on how the outcome. Don't think about how it's going to go, what's going to happen. Just know that you need to go and forgive. Dad, I'm wrong for resenting you. I've been resenting you all my life. I realize now you couldn't help yourself because I realize I can't help myself, and I'm wrong for judging you. And however he act or respond, that's on him. You forgive him, and God will forgive you. And don't ask him to forgive you. You forgive him, and God will forgive you.
Okay. All right. I knew I had to call you today. I knew I had to call you today, man. Yeah, you that guy, Jesse. You that guy, man.
What the?
Yeah.
Now, I want to show you why children of religious families turn away, or they, as you said, they stray away. Because see how we just show you're a Christian, you say you love God, but you have no love. You know about God, you know about God, but you don't know Him. And then if you had children, you would have treated them the same way your parents treated you.
Yeah, no, I don't want that, man.
Right. And you won't do it now that you spiritually working on your life. You won't do it. If you do have make children, you're gonna love them with God's love without even thinking about it, and your children will be fine.
Okay. All right.
So start doing the silent prayer, rebuildingtheman.com. Silent prayer. Go and forgive your father.
All right. Will do, Jesse.
Let me know how it goes.
All right, I'm going to call you back and I'm going to tell you, Jesse.
Okay.
I'm going to let you know exactly how it went down to the T, man.
All right.
All right, Jesse, man. Have a good day, bro.
You too, buddy. 888-77-JESSE. Quick break. Back in a moment. Amazing. I want to go to AJ out of Virginia. AJ, you are on the air. AJ?
Good morning, Jesse. I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
I had to take myself off of the speaker.
Okay.
Happy Men History Month.
Happy Men History Month, AJ. Amazing.
Amazing. Let me start off with answering the biblical question.
Which changed your life? The words of God or the laws of God?
I would say the laws of God.
And why do you say the laws of God?
At one point, I believe it was the words of God, being that I was a Christian, and that's what we were taught. But since I've been working on myself, the only thing that makes sense is the laws of God, and that's why.
And how did the laws of God change? How did the laws of God change your life?
It was simple. God first, and forgive, and that made sense to me.
Okay. I got to hold my input until Sunday, but I appreciate that, AJ.
Perfect. All right, Jesse. So I have a few questions, but the first question would be more of like, so my family members, I have a lot of brothers and sisters, friends, etc. And since I've been working on myself, right, I'm just noticing I really don't have anything in common with them. It's almost like I disagree with everything. I pretty much I disagree with all their perspectives. And mind you, this is now. It was not always. And so I'm just having a difficult time. I'm not even going to use the word dealing with them, but just being around them, because it's just everything that comes out from them, is the opposite of what I know now. And I have the urge to, maybe not even the word urge, but like it makes me uncomfortable, because I can't really have any discussions with them, and I realize that, even going back and forth, having a discussion with, how I see things and how they see things, it ends up into a debate or an argument, so there's no, there's no, it doesn't end up in a good situation. So I end up just going to events, their houses, and just, walking around by myself. It's really, it's not difficult, but it's just, I don't know if I should just separate myself or just, go through it. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Any questions?
What I recommend, but do what you want, I recommend you stop judging them. You think just because you have another truth or you know the truth, that you're better than them now. So the problem is inside of you and not with them.
I agree with the problem is within me, 100%.
So why not stop judging them then?
But I just don't feel that I am, right?
But
So
you are. That's why you're not comfortable. If you had no judgment of them or anyone, including yourself, you would be comfortable anywhere.
So what you're saying is,
in any situation, you will be fine.
What you're saying to me is that even if I'm not voicing that I disagree with them, internally I'm disagreeing with them and thinking that okay, I think
you're judging them in your thoughts and your mind.
Yeah,
and that's worse than what they're doing. You're worse than them because you're judging them. You may not be admitting it to yourself, or you may not say it to them, but you are, because you think now you have it, and you just can't relate, and you just can't. They're all crazy, and you have a judgment on them.
You're right, because I even have those thoughts. It's like, I'm not judging them. I understand why they think what they think. I'm making those statements out loud.
And it's not even you making those statements, it's Satan making them.
Yeah. And I'm listening to the statements and accepting it as me.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you were not judging them at all, if you want to go around, you will. If not, you won't. And you'll be fine in your world, but you're judging them.
So when I'm not judging them naturally, right, without trying, I would not have that feeling.
Not at all. All feelings come from judgment. All feelings come from thinking.
Thoughts, yeah. So even the thought wouldn't even appear.
Right.
Okay. How can I overcome that?
By being aware of it. That's the only way to overcome is awareness. You got to be present. You got to see what's going on inside of you, your mind at all times.
So it's kind of too late when I have that feeling. That means I'm not catching the thought? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because when you got the feeling, you miss the thought, so now you think you're right.
So when
you blame them for the way you feel, oh, they're just so dumb. I used to think that way. They don't know what they're talking about. And you're feeling it because you didn't catch the thought. If you caught the thought, then you would never feel it.
Okay. I just need to be aware of that thought, not necessarily not have the thought.
Right. All you need to be aware of. Don't try not to have it or to have it, but just be aware of the thoughts. That's it.
Amazing. So you naturally can live around people. I'm sure there's a lot of people that disagrees with you, and you have no opinion.
If I had opinion about others, I couldn't do the work that I do.
That's true. Yeah. Well, not as good as you're doing it, for sure. Wow. Okay. So move on to another topic.
What in life, because of time, what in life do you love? Do you truly love?
What in life did I truly love?
Do you truly love? What in life do you truly love?
At this moment, I love God.
And why do you say you love God?
Because I know that's what I want, but somehow I'm still in this position.
If you love God, how are you judging your family members?
Well, I didn't know I was judging them until now.
But if you love God, you would know that.
Yeah.
How can you
So,
love God and not be of the light? How can you not see if you love God?
So what you're telling me is that it's just words to me. I'm not living it.
No, I'm asking you, how can you love God and not see?
Well, you can't. If you do love him, you'll be able to see all, and you wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be in this position.
How do you know that?
I agree. Well, because I can see that I was wrong. I can see why I can see that I am judging them. I didn't see it until until you pointed out that it's just the thoughts that, even the thoughts that I have that says I'm not judging them, but I am judging them.
Yeah.
Even,
You are judging them.
so
Because
yeah, and go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish your statement because of time.
No, I
Go ahead.
I can clearly see what you're saying.
Okay.
But when I'm alone, if I'm not slowing down, the thoughts are telling me you're not judging them. In fact, why they are what they, they see what, they are who they are because you were there.
So you have a conversation with the devil.
Exactly, 100%. I'm still having that battle with him, and I know that I am, but not in the moment, right? And then even when I am, and if I do recognize it, instead of acknowledging that I'm in my thoughts, I'm just going out of the thought.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Well, you stay with it. Don't give up, and just stay with it. Stay with it, and if you stay with it, practice staying present at all times. Everything will become clear to you.
And when I am, it is clear.
Right. So we'll practice being that way all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, man.
Can I have one more question?
Real fast because of time. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm working on myself, and I have a 5-year-old son. My wife is not, and it's very difficult in the house because of her anger, and it's and I can see it in my son how it affects him. He's one way with me. He's the opposite with her. He doesn't listen to her. He pushes back, with anything that she does, and I can see why. Because she imposes her will on him, and he doesn't allow that. With me, he's cool. He follows instructions. Sometimes he's stubborn here and there, but when he's present, he follows instructions. He does what he's told. He's never angry with me, etc.
How old is he?
He's 5.
Okay, so and you say it's very difficult in the house. What's difficult?
Well, my wife doesn't. Okay. I was a beta at one time, so I completely changed, and it's really affecting her because she's no longer has control of me. So she's prone to more anger throughout the day. Yeah.
And your question for me is what?
What do you think could happen to my son if one parent is working on themselves and the other parent isn't? Is there a chance that I could still save him from the grief and the pain?
I recommend that you stop fighting with your wife and stop judging her. You work on you, and your son will be fine. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about if. Just stay present and let the light take care of it, because all you have is this very moment, and nothing else exists. So just wait and see. But you work on you. Don't argue. Don't fight with your wife at all. And but if you see her yelling at your son or carrying on, you just in front of your son, you stop her. Hey, you're yelling at him. Stop that. You're being angry. You're destroying him, and that way he would see that you are defending, protecting him from her. And as long as you don't argue with your wife and don't try to make her change or do anything, you'll be fine and he will be fine.
Okay.
But do
And I do.
not get into your head about, well, what's going to happen with my son and how are he doing? Don't even think about that at all because you're back into thinking and you're the evil one when you do that.
So even when I'm, concerned about his well-being in terms of how he's handling things, it's kind of judging him.
Yeah, how are you concerned?
Is that a question?
Yes.
Well, when I see him angry, when I see him...
You don't need to be concerned, you just need to see.
Okay.
Because you become concerned, now you're trying to change things, and you're trying to prevent anything from happening, and you're creating the very thing that you're trying to prevent.
So when I see it, just do nothing?
Yeah, you'll see what to do if you see it clearly.
In the moment.
You will see if there's any action to take at all.
Okay.
But you got to stay present. You got to stay in the light.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse.
Amazing.
So
stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay present.
I will. Thank you.
Just stay with it. And don't worry about any outcome, about anything. The light, the truth, God, whatever you want to call him, he will give you the next step to take. It will come to you, and it will tell you the next step and the next step and the next step if you stay present with him, with God.
Okay.
The light will guide you. The light will speak to you without words. Everything will happen naturally.
Okay.
That way you don't have to try. You can't figure things out. You have to see things out. See your way through, not figure your way out.
Thank you, Jesse.
You stay with it, AJ.
I will.
All right, buddy.
Talk to you soon.
Happy Men's History Month.
Happy Men's History Month.
All right. Amazing. You got to stay with it. Someone should have told Perez Hilton that. Because apparently he's tripping if the report is true. And I don't know what to deal with him, but the story, the report from the New York Times about Perez Hilton is very interesting. And for those who don't know, Perez Hilton is a blogger, and he blogs about, quote unquote, celebrities. And he's well known, as far as I know, in that world. I interviewed this guy on the FallenState.tv. And so according to the, what do I call him? Paris? I'm thinking about the hotel people. It's Perez, P-E-R-E-Z. Perez Hilton. This is from the New York Times. This guy was hospitalized after he appeared to harm himself on camera during a TikTok live stream on Tuesday. I wonder, why did he do this on live stream? Think about that. What made him do it? If he's going to do it, why did he do it on live stream? ABC 7 said the family of Hilton issued a statement after he was transported to a Miami area hospital. ABC 7 said this.
New details just into the newsroom on celebrity gossip blogger Perez Hilton. His family is responding following his disturbing social media post. We are not showing you the video because it is so disturbing. He was live streaming to TikTok from his home in Miami while holding a knife with his face and body covered in blood. His family released a statement just a short time ago saying Hilton is receiving medical care right now and says they are, quote, incredibly grateful for the overwhelming outpouring of love, support, and prayer, end quote. Hilton's social media has since been taken down. If you or someone you know is going through a mental health crisis, you can call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 or chat with someone at 988lifeline.org. You can get help 24 hours a day and in multiple languages.
Amazing. My producer showed me the video of this boy, and it appears that he truly cutting himself up with the knife and what looked like blood everywhere. I'm like, what the? What changed his mind? It must be his fault. It's amazing. And making all this kind of weird noise, my producer's telling me. Here's Hilton in an early post where he discussed reading the Bible. Bible Thumper from X.
Hey, everybody. I've been crying, but happy tears because this is just so crazy. I've been reading the Bible, and so much of what is said here I had already been thinking of. It's just overwhelming in the best, most beautiful way. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer. And this Joyce Meyer Everyday Bible is actually the third Bible that I bought this week.
Well, no wonder. He would read Joyce Meyer Bible. Every time you listen to the woman, you will suffer. What the? I wish him well, though. But he up there reading Joyce Meyer's Bible. I didn't know that. So it looked interesting if it's true that he was truly cutting himself up like that. I mean, blood everywhere. So how did he go from Joyce Meyer's Bible to cutting himself up like that? And y'all trying to tell me who Joyce Meyer is?
Well,
she's a female preacher.
Right. For the folks at home who don't know.
Insane female preacher, too.
84 years old. That gal. Probably been around for a long time.
That's amazing. I wish him well. Here is some quote from Hilton on 2020 concerning his mental state.
In 2020, he was banned from TikTok for violating its community guidelines. At the time...
This is from the New York Times.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At the time, Perez Hilton told the Times that he had been, quote, very depressed, unquote. And the social media platform, quote, gave me something to really look forward to every day, he said. In March, Perez Hilton said on social media that he had been hospitalized for 3 weeks with an ulcer and sepsis. Hilton said that during the experience, quote, God presented himself to me.
Oh, Lord.
In April, Perez Hilton announced his return to TikTok on social media, thanking both the platform and Jesus.
And I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Lord. When I was down, my life was torn and free. You were there and set me free.
I know one thing.
Oh, Lord. What?
That is not what I truly love in life.
You have a quote from the article.
No, that's what I just read.
Oh.
Yep.
And so here's what this boy said, Hilton said in an earlier post where he discussed reading the Bible. I just played it, but I want to, after that statement, this man listened to Joyce, according to X. Here's what he said about listening to Joyce.
Hey, everybody. I've been crying, but happy tears because this is just so crazy. I've been reading the Bible, and so much of what is said here I had already been thinking of. It's just overwhelming in the best, most beautiful way. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer. And this Joyce Meyer Everyday Bible is actually the third Bible that I bought this week.
That's too many Bibles, buddy.
Let's go back to Jesse singing.
He's reading Joyce Meyer's Bible. Now, I'm not saying if it's true he cut himself up like that, but I can understand it. James 4:7 said, and I repeat, submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Somebody should have told that before he went on Joyce Meyer's Bible. What the? But I wish him well, if it's true that those things have happened to him. You know, yesterday on the show here, I ask, what in life do you truly love? What in life do you truly love? I asked that question yesterday. And the reason I ask is because I do counseling as well, by phone, Skype, or in-house, with men and women around the world, family, individuals. And I've come to clearly realize, and without a doubt, it just came to me. I didn't try to make myself understand it, because you can't make yourself understand anything. But I realized that what people truly love in their lives, and all people, until they start to really wake up and really see what's going on. But they truly, and even then, they make it tougher than what it needs to be, because they truly love. They truly, truly love what they think. Do you love what you think? Do you love thoughts? Do you live by them, walk by them, consult with them, believe in them, communicate with them? Do you love thoughts, thinking about the past or the future, or what someone did to you, or said about you, or didn't do to you, whatever? You love the thought of somebody walking out on you. You value what you think. And I've been saying for years now, all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything, but you still won't let them go. You will not let go. You will not have a no-thinking life. You refuse, because you love it. You love your misery. You value your suffering. You do. You value it. You feel alive when you're attacking others. And yourself, really, it just feels like a thrill. And you say, oh, I'm alive. I have a heartache. I'm alive. I have pain. I'm alive. I feel good. I feel bad. I feel lost. I'm alive, you say, because you love it. And you love suffering a loss, L-O-S-S. When someone died in your family, or even your pets, your animals, when they expire, when they die, you immediately think, you say and you feel, I lost my parents today. I lost this. I lost that. I lost my dog. My dog died. My dog is sick. You love that pain of a loss. My dog is dead. And you feel the pain, and then you tell people, I had a loss today. Pray for me. My mama, my daddy died 100 years ago, and I'm still suffering. I would never get over this. I hear people say, it was such a loss, I would never get over this. And you say that because you love, truly love your misery, your pain. And you identify with it. And even though you didn't die, nothing happened to you at all, but you so identify with it, it feels like you died. And then you want somebody to feel bad for you because you're crying. Pray for me, you say. Pray for an idiot that don't want to change. Pray for an idiot that love and value their misery, their false joy, their false friendship, their false relationship. My husband left me. What am I supposed to do? My wife left me. left me. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? I'm falling to pieces. What an idiot, huh? You love your pain. What will I do without my pain, you say? What will I do if today, for an example, I dropped all thoughts and I had no problems? No worries, no stress, no doubts, no fears, no yesterday, no tomorrow. What would I do if I was free? Just imagine if right now, and you can if you want to, you gave up all thinking. Right now, just dropped it. Dropped your anger. No, Jessica, what would I do if I didn't have anger? What would I do? How would I fight if I'm not mad? How will I stand up for myself if I'm not angry or resentful or emotional? Can you get any dumber than that? What will happen today if right now you just dropped all thinking and for the rest of this day just lived? Just lived. Pain-free, worry-free, stress-free, anger-free, resentment-free, hating your neighbor-free, loving what's right more than anything else. What will your day be? I don't know. I don't know what my day probably be free. Why don't you do it and find out? All you got to do is find out. Not hating anyone, not trying to get a thrill from hurting anyone, not trying to get a thrill from hurting yourself. Because what you do to others, you're doing it to you first. What will I do, Jesse, if I had no worry at work? I just did my job and dealt with people and it was fine. Why don't you do it and find out? What would I do if I don't feel bad, Jesse? Why don't you do it and find out? You don't have to feel bad. You want to. I want to quickly show you what thrills look like. And these are, it's a thrill to be in love, fake love, but love, be in hate, be emotional, be worried, be suicidal, be stressed, be on drugs, be this and that, right? Those are thrills. To judge is a thrill. But I want to show you both sides of this story are getting thrills like never before. What you see is not something you need to feel sorry about or be mad at these people about. Both sides, the whites and the blacks, are doing this all for the thrill of it. That's why they're doing it. The thrill of feeling sorry or a thrill of showing fake love, the thrill of controlling others. This is nothing to feel sorry for, but learn from. This is from X. X says that a liberal white man kissed the boots of black men to apologize for slavery. From X.
There you go. Start with that boo right there over there. Right there. You ain't done. Let me tell you something. Black people, hold on. So let me ask you a question. You said you sorry for what your ancestors have done? You said you different from your ancestors. You said that you are not like them.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let me see. We're going to see if you're going to finish the job. Anybody can do that part because that don't take no real work. Next part is if you're really sorry, what it say? Give me Isaiah 49 to 23. Bow down to thee with their face toward the earth. That's the first step. To bow down with your face toward the earth. Go ahead and do that. Do it. And lick up the dust of thy feet. Kiss the boots of the children of the slave. There you go. Start with that boo right there over there. Right there. You ain't done. Let me tell you something. Blacks and Hispanics, that's the gift of God. Go ahead. Gay blacks and Hispanics. That's right. And one day you're for you. See, people think we out here for nothing, but there are some people that fear God. He chose to do it because he's sorry for what it is.
A lot of people in the past that are stupid. They don't need to.
Hey, buddy, we got one more right here. There you go, right there. Stay focused. There you go.
Amazing, huh? Just imagine the thrills that those black guys are getting by, I want to say making that white boy do that, but they didn't make him do it. He did it because he wanted to do it, all for the thrill of it. And they feel like life. They feel like life to both sides. It's death, but they call that life. The white boy get thrills from doing that, kissing the boots of these people. And the black guy get a real thrill from making him do it. It's all evil. Human nature, human beings are evil. There's nothing good in human nature, zero. And you're lying and deceiving yourself when you say that it is. My parents are good. My mother was good. So what's good about her? She raised me. She had me. She fed me. Why do you call that good? She was supposed to do that. Your father was supposed to do that. They had you. That wasn't a favor to you. What's good about human beings? Well, I go down to the food bank and I feed the poor. Or I go over to Africa and I feed the little skinny blacks over in Africa, the little dying babies. Oh, that's what's good about you? That's not good. Why do you call that good? Even Christ said, no man is good. Why do you call me good? Imagine Christ saying, don't call me good. Then you call him God. What? Would God say, don't call me God? And only God is good. So don't feel sorry for that white boy for doing that. All those black people that encouraged him, he went there and did it for whatever reason, for the thrill. Why do you think white people don't correct the blacks? Not all the blacks are blamed, but most are. Because white people love the thrill of feeling something about it. A false sense of blame or a false sense of anger or fear. That's why they don't correct the blacks. And the blacks get the thrill from well, they can't make you. You're doing it because you want, but from having white people be afraid. Look how they gotten better in the last 80 years, 70 to 80 years. And you've been acting that way forever. One last one before I go to your calls. Here's a white woman apologized for slavery by kissing boots from UPK corporates on Instagram. A white woman feel remorse for what her ancestors have done, so she kisses the boots of the children of the slaves. Instagram.
She crying. These are my boots. She crying with tears of joy because she finally knows what repentance feels like. Listen, I believe in you. Like I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. That's right. I see you. I see you. Right. I believe in you. Right. You can do it. You can do it. And you have to kiss every brother's. After you kiss my brother's boots, do you want to just me sit out here with the only brother who got his boot kissed? And for my brothers, you want me to do that? I will kiss. Then kiss it. Put it here. Kiss it. Put your boots right there. Put your everybody. Right. Put your boots right there. There you go. There you go. You gotta stay focused. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead. Hey, what's your name? White America. Come on. Now you got the kindness. You got 2 more things you gotta do, okay? Come on, I believe in you. Come on. Here, you got more work to do, all right? Go right there. Come on. Come on. Come on, you got focus. Focus. Right here. Focus. Then now, all the way, same thing. There you go.
Does this make you feel better?
Absolutely.
Amazing, huh? That's evil. Both sides. The woman that's doing it is evil, and the people who encourage her to do it are evil. And it's all for the thrill of it. There's nothing good in human nature. That's why you must be born again. You need a brand new nature, the nature of the Father. And then if you feel anything for that woman and those people that are doing that, those black people that encourage that, then you're evil. Every pain you felt while looking at that, every sadness you felt while looking at that, you're evil. That's why you felt it, because that's what you want in your life. You want to feel bad for people? My sympathy goes out to you. My prayers goes out to you, you say. And you lie. Your prayers ain't worth a dime. They don't change anything. 888-7753-773. Earth is not heaven, and man is not God. You need a brand new heart. A brand new heart. Sin is of the heart. The heart is wicked. And the heart plays God. It judges. Because it is the devil until it changes. Did you hear, according to this report, that this white woman told this black woman to pick up her trash, stop littering, and all hell broke loose, according to Atlanta Black Star. This is from TikTok.
Okay. The question is not for me.
No, the question is why. No, the question is why you at my door asking me that I put this trash on the ground.
I'm just wondering.
Are you gonna pick it up?
I didn't dump it there.
Okay, so why you worried about it?
I ain't your slave.
Who the f is you talking to?
I ain't your slave.
I ain't your slave either. So get the f out of my face. I ain't your slave either. So get the f out of my face. Get off my car. Get off my.
I'm asking.
I don't give a f what the f you was asking. So who the f you talking to? Like you? Who the f are you talking to?
I'm asking if
who you about to listen like you about to get the police because I bitch. Who you talking to? Talking about you ain't my slave. Who the f are you talking to?
Just because you're
who the f are you talking to? I don't give a f.
You don't.
I don't give a f. Who is you talking to?
Who are you
talking to? Get the f away from my car.
I ain't your slave.
Keyword, slave. Oh, Lord. So is she recording herself or someone else recording her?
This black lady, she's quite apparently recording like selfie video of herself and the white lady.
So was it all in that?
That I couldn't tell because when the white lady repeated at the very end, "I ain't your slave," and said it in a black accent or a southern accent, that felt fake. It felt staged, but I can't tell necessarily. Because the black lady certainly was a good actress at being angry and shouting. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's so interesting that they pick up the phone right away.
Yeah, at any confrontation.
Any confrontation, you're already mad. How you going to think to pick the phone up and then put it out online?
A lot of people do that in real life, but I don't know,
So maybe it's all an act.
It totally could be.
Amazing to me. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.